Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures will warm quickly into the middle and upper 80s this afternoon, though feeling close to 100 degrees. We'll see a chance for an isolated shower and thunderstorm as the sea breeze moves inland this afternoon. A shower chance overnight with temperatures in the upper 70s by Thursday morning.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A., copyright 2024.
Between the lines,
far beyond legal and ethical limits,
and under the surface,
dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events.
Is somebody messing with us?
Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. If you have anything that you think would ruin your day, but you can bounce back. Maybe I should go to a casino today and try to bounce back. I got a ticket this morning. I don't want to say it was unfair. It was 50-50. It could have went either way, like a lot of things in life. I got the hammer, and I was the nail, so it wasn't really great. Dominic's here. Jimmy's on vacation.
Hey, Greek. Hey, Franny.
Hi.
Oh, you're getting better, Why don't maybe you throw her name first. Like, hey, Franny.
Yeah. It's okay.
You're doing better. You really are. Again, a lot of comments about you. A lot of people are asking me last night.
Yeah.
About your
it doesn't
background.
bother me, Dom, just so you know. It doesn't.
All right, well, make sure you say hi, Greek. Francis is here.
Hi.
No, I'm only saying hi to Franny for now on.
Yeah! Now you're winning.
And our buddy, Daniel, sent me a message, and he was like, basically saying it's not $500. He looked it up. How much does a red light ticket cost in Florida? Generally, stop sign red light violations, non-criminal infractions in Florida. Fine amounts vary depending on circumstances, right? But generally, they cost between $150 and $275. So not $500.
Where's the ticket? That's the real thing.
It should be on there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Where's your ticket, buddy?
Wow. I feel like you're trying to control me. North Lake.
No, where's the actual physical ticket?
Oh, it's in my car.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll go get it.
Okay. To tell you
I'm
how
excited.
Much
Do
your
you
ticket
care, actually, a little? Like, maybe? Not really?
I'm just trying to see how much your ticket is.
The cop told me it'd be about $4 and change, is what he told me.
Okay. Well, it's on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was looking for it, and I didn't see the price. I was like, whatever.
Whatever.
It sucks.
I don't care.
I mean, again, I'm not going to let it ruin my day. It just piss me off a little. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Would a ticket ruin your day? How about spilling coffee? How about if somebody broke up with you that you loved? One of my associates yesterday, his girlfriend called him up and said, we're just not going to be going out anymore. He was ruined for the day. And how do you solve that? Well, we're going to solve it with a trifecta first.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, LeBron James yesterday was on his podcast, and he said his son is not going to call him dad in the Laker facility or anywhere on the court. He mentioned that. He said he can call him GOAT, which a lot of people are like brutal, but he's not going to call him dad. He can call him Bronny, LeBron, but not dad. Not surprised at that. I hope they have him mic'd up one time. He's going down the court. He's like, Dad! Instinct, it just comes out. Dad! I'm going to tell Mom if you don't give me that three-pointer. Said that's what he was saying. Chicken cutlets in New Jersey today. If you're trying to buy them, watch out. Because Tommy DeVito made the Giants. So chicken cutlets will be going up. He did make the roster. So that was a little bit of a surprise. Dolphins announced yesterday Odell will not be playing the first 4 games. They are saying it's no big deal. They knew about this. He's coming off from an injury. But if you want to see Odell, you can go to Palm Beach Autographs in Wellington on September 17th. Ooh. You can see him and Tariq Hill. They'll be there. I will also be there checking it out, representing Real Radio. One of our sponsors, the Greeks Gridiron, Palm Beach Autographs. But he's going to be out the first 4 weeks. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he comes, and he starts to play. It's another big weapon for Tua, but he's not going to be playing the first 4 games.
Side note, because you mentioned Palm Beach Autographs with Tyreek Hill and Odell, it's going to be there. My buddy, and you may know him, but he owns a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts in the area. And on September 14th, which is a Saturday, he's going to have Tyreek Hill and Zach Thomas there.
Oh, wow.
From 11 to 1.
Which one?
And this is going to be a re-grand opening on the one on North Lake.
Oh, wow. I
North
can't
Lake
wait.
Boulevard, 11 to 1. First 80 people in line at 11 a.m. receive free coffee for a year, too. What?
Wow.
There's going to be giveaways, raffle, prizes, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, pretty cool. They're going to be there. So they said that they're only going to autograph. What did I see? They said due to contractual obligations, no outside items will be signed. So I guess whatever they have there.
Yeah, you can't bring stuff in.
Yeah.
They do that at a lot of places for other, various reasons. First of all, they don't want people selling it, stuff like that. And they'll have stuff, that merch that they'll bring, and they'll say you could do it. Palm Beach Autographs lets you bring stuff in.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, but it's different. That's great. That
Right at
North
the
Lake.
Dunkin', right?
Yeah, man, I'm going to go that day. I'm excited, Tariq. Be like, what? And
You're doing the locker room.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
between 11 and 1.
All right, well, not if the Gators are playing.
Oh, yeah.
What date is it?
The 14th.
Oh, the 21st, I'm going to New York.
That's not the 21st.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
The 14th.
In case you care, which I know you don't. Let's do this day in history.
Okay.
I'm so
On this day in history.
And the Gators play at 3:30 on September 14th.
Oh, so we get out 12:30.
There you go. So you'll have 30 minutes to get there.
I won't race on North Lake or run a red light because I'll get pulled
do
over. The
it.
same cop will pull me over.
All righty, this day in history. What are we? August 28th. If you like yourself, I still have the most difficult time saying this. Worcestershire sauce. 1837, pharmacist John Lee and William Perrins manufactured Worcestershire sauce. Shire, however you want to say it. 1884, first known photograph of a tornado is made near Howard, South Dakota. Then in 1907, 2 Seattle teenagers, Jim Casey and Claude Ryan, founded a local delivery company called the American Messenger Service. They began their business with 2 bikes and 6 friends. We know the business now by the name the United Parcel Service.
UPS?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 kids, 2 bikes, and 6 friends. Not fun. That started this.
Special shout out to the UPS guys. I know a lot of you guys listen to the show, and I really do appreciate it. We all do, but you guys are always so nice. When I'm out and about, A Greek, and the gentleman who comes here for years, just really good. And I know you guys do a great job. So
yes,
thank you for everything.
1922, the first radio commercial was broadcasted on WEAF in New York City. Queensboro Realty Company of Jackson Heights paid $100 for the 10-minute spot.
Wow.
That's a long commercial.
That's a long commercial, but $100. Ooh,
Yeah.
10 minutes.
What a steal, right?
Ooh, it's longer than most of my relationships. That's pretty long.
1937, Toyota Motors became an independent company. 1955, first NFL preseason, sudden death football. Rams beats the Giants 23-17. This is a big day in 1963. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous I Have a Dream speech in front of 200,000 people at the Civil Rights March in Washington, D.C. 1965, the first Subway sandwich shop opened in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Then we got a little music action here. 1965, Bob Dylan was booed for playing the electric guitar during a concert at Forest Hills Tennis Stadium. They're like, give us the old acoustic. That was in Queens, New York City. 1970, I'll Be There, single by the Jackson 5 was released. They said it was a Billboard Song of the Year for 1970.
Wow.
Another big jam that happened, 1973. Motown Records released Let's Get It On, the 13th studio album by Marvin Gaye. They've got a few more here. 1977, Nolan Ryan strikes out 300 batters for the fifth
one game?
straight year.
Oh.
1986, Tina Turner receives a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Way to be, Tina.
Then we have 1996, the troubled 15-year marriage of Prince Charles and Princess Diana officially ended with the issuing of a divorce decree. 1998, the Titanic became the first movie in North America to earn more than $600 million.
Wow.
And this is interesting because we just announced yesterday that they are reuniting and are going to be touring 2025. But back in 2009, British pop rock band Oasis, the guitarist, Noel Gallagher, one of the brothers, quit the band, citing inability to be with his brother Liam. And now they're reuniting here after 15 years.
Almost to the day.
What was that?
It's almost to the day, too.
Right? I didn't even think about that until today. And sadly, we got a couple sad things here. 2018, Puerto Rico raises, this was crazy to me. Their official death toll from Hurricane Maria back in 2017. They were like, oh, only 64. No, in fact, it was 2,975.
Wow, what a difference.
Yeah. 2019, climate change activist Greta Thunberg, which I know Jimmy has a good drop for. We got to find it.
How dare you?
Arrives in New York City after sailing across the Atlantic in an emission-free voyage. Then we have 2021 MLB Los Angeles Angels pitcher, designated hitter, Ohtani, Shohei Ohtani, is that how I say it? Becomes first player in team history to reach 20 stolen bases and hit 40 home runs in a season.
That's amazing.
Something else here that's pretty amazing is the amount of money people spend. 2022, a 1952 Mickey Mantle baseball card sold for $12.6 million at auction.
Wish I had it.
Becoming, at that time, the world's most expensive piece of sports memorabilia. And then, and just like I said at that time, because you said there was a Babe Ruth jersey that sold for a ridiculous amount, right?
That's the only thing that surpassed the Mickey Mantle thing. That was this week, 24 million. Crazy.
And then finally here, last year, 2023, Barbie becomes Warner Brothers' highest grossing global release, overtaking Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, taking in $1.34 billion. And that's what happened this day in history.
Great job, Francis. Thank you. We do it once a show, and we reflect on the day we're actually in. And today is August 28th. Oscar De La Hoya and his girlfriend were back on Instagram doing another one of their little things and their outfits that were a little bit risque. They did it about a week ago. Instagram took it down. They were dancing, but they said it's to stamp out cancer. They did the first video to show everybody to get their attention, which it did get a lot of people's attention. And now this one is...
That's the first video where he was wearing a little banana hammock swinging around. That was for to put attention towards cancer?
They said they wanted to get people's attention. And now the next video that they just did last night, same outfits again.
Because he was swinging that thing around. I was like, I don't know if that's how you do it. But all right, it got people's attention, so I guess it worked.
That's what they said. So this video was about stamping out cancer and that you should get tested and make sure you don't, delay. Because a lot of people don't like to go for tests. It sucks. It's intimidating. It's scary.
Do it. I mean, cancers touch all of our lives. Unfortunately, it sucks. Cancer sucks.
Yep.
And it's one of those things you just never know. I lost my father to cancer. I have friends who have it and just small things. If you have a headache, if you notice something different, and I'm not, going to put out his name, but one of my buddies, his girlfriend noticed that there was in a photograph, and he's already dealt with cancer and he's been on remission and good, but just on a photograph noticed a lump on the side of his neck. And she was like, you should go get checked out. Lo and behold, it ended up being cancer. So it's just like, if something's odd or just different, just go to the doctor. Don't be stubborn.
But most people don't like to go.
Yeah. I know you don't.
Yeah.
But
and guys really are bad. I can't tell you, my friends, so many of them haven't been a doctor in years. I lost my good buddy, Leo. He passed away. Didn't go to a doctor in 20 years.
Yeah.
I got a colonoscopy. I would say 8 out of my 10 friends, none of them went.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I know it's ridiculous. Just, I don't understand.
It's better be safe than sorry.
Absolutely. And catch it if you can ahead of time before it's too late. It's one of those things that, and there's a lot of medicine out there that can help these days. So, but yeah, this is, speaking of medicine, I'm going to just kind of drop this off because there's a medical expert who claims that Jake Paul is on steroids. He believes that he has bulked up a lot more than he can naturally do in this short amount of time. And he thinks that this guy is getting some help with
I'm not surprised.
steroids. Because, Paul revealed that he bulked up to 230 pounds to get ready for the fight with Tyson. And it did. It got viral, his physique. And he's pretty jacked.
Oh, yeah.
So Dr. Stuart Fisher spoke with In Touch Weekly, which has a bunch of fooey on there anyways. But he does. He believes that Paul is using steroids to change his appearance. He says it's consistent with adults who use steroids, probably anabolic steroids. He said these are pretty dangerous drug that can lead to circulatory problems, hormonal problems, high blood pressure, even heart attacks. But, they're going to drug test him. Don't they always drug test him before fights like this?
I think this fight was supposed to be a real fight, so I'm sure he would have gotten tested.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it wasn't anybody. It was going to be a sanctioned fight.
Well, no, November 15th is the fight happening.
Oh, it is now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one Tyson.
Okay. I didn't know if it was back on technically.
Yeah, currently it's set to be November 15th on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know all the ins and outs with steroids. Obviously, if you stop taking it after a while, does it get out of your system?
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, so
he's got time. We're in August right now.
Yeah, he is jacked up, but he's always been, from the very beginning, I thought he was on something.
Well, they said that he has been accused in the past by fans and stuff like that, but it's worth noting that he's never failed a drug test in any of his fights. So,
all right, good.
Could be all natural.
Yeah, you never know. He's definitely a different individual. A lot of people like him. A lot of people don't like him. But that's what you need to be really big in anything. Both sides of the fence to be. Are you a fan of his?
Not really.
No. Would you go see him at a fight?
I'd go see this one just to see Mike Tyson. That's what I would go for.
Yeah.
Right.
Is this one in Vegas or is it down here?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I think originally it was supposed to be where the Cowboys play.
Okay.
That was the first one. But then,
AT&T Stadium. Yep, I think that's what they said. So I don't know if they've changed it.
I don't know now because it's football season. I don't know, and obviously there's other, things going on. College teams play there, also the NFL. So I don't know. But that original fight was supposed to be in July.
Well, I'm sure we can check out the schedule.
And it was supposed to be at AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play. I don't know this one.
Well, November 15th, it works out as a Friday night.
Oh,
so they could still do it at the AT&T Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there it is. Maybe it's going to be there. We'll find out. But would you go? Would you use your press pass?
I would try.
You probably get tickets for that. You go in there, check it out. I don't know what it's going to be. It's not going to have nowhere near the hype it would have had because in July there isn't any other sports really going on except baseball. But once football blinks, even preseason just change. Like WNBA was getting a little hype here and there with obviously Caitlin Clark. Now they're playing. Nobody even cares. Nobody even notices. Baseball falls off the map. College football is officially back this week. Last week we played, but everybody's playing Saturday. And there's games Sunday, and there's a game Monday night. So, and you got Thursday night. So once football gets going, most people, not all, take a little bit of a backseat to certain things. 877-920.
Including their marriages. I saw a funny thing that this woman, the guy puts a sign on the bedroom or on the door of the house, and it's just saying basically that he's going to be gone as of this date. And he's like, Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays, sometimes maybe a Saturday.
Here it is. Yeah. It's tough if you're involved with that. You got two choices. You can either get involved yourself and be like, because I do believe this, the more things you do as a couple, you're bonding with each other. The more things you do separate, and I know this firsthand, you sort of drift.
It's true, but some people just can't get into it. I love watching football, and that's one of the things that me and my husband enjoy doing together.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah, and so we don't do that. But I have girlfriends who just can't stand it, and they're good. They're like, all right, you go and take your time and have fun with the boys. Well, I'll do my thing.
Yeah, and there's always compromises involved. Like a lot of my people I know, they get maybe Sunday one game, like either 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock. If you want 1, 4, and then at night. That's tough. Saturdays, college football is so, I get just as jacked for college as I do for pro.
Same.
Yeah, I am definitely excited for this week.
I am more of a college fan.
But, you and then you can't watch it Monday night because then it's almost 3 days or 4 days a week that you're not even around. Then you come home 11 o'clock and you're like, how was your night? And you're super jacked, your team won. And she's on the couch looking at you. There's nothing worse than when you come home and somebody's not happy with you. And boy, have I lived that my whole life. And you get the one-word answers. What'd you have for dinner? Pasta. Okay. How was it? Fine.
47142 started off with Real Radio. We have a few texts that are started coming in because G-Man got a ticket this morning, and he was like, how can your day be ruined, your morning? And so he says, you know what will ruin your morning? Coming home from a night shift and find the toilet seat up. This happens to Nutter every afternoon. Okay.
He doesn't get a break.
I just, let's see. I just bought 5 Mega Million tickets and a $2 scratch off.
Nice.
12 total. Scratch off was a $20 winner. Cha-ching. Yeah. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're in the plus.
Let's see. School does not start in the Northeast until after Labor Day, normally because of the lack of air conditioning in the old schools, claims here. We have, when I lived in New Jersey, the weather didn't determine whether or not I grilled. Day or night, rain or snow, my grill was ready to go.
That's fine. Not all people, but like everything else, some people did.
Yep. And then I'm sorry, Matt. I have short-term memory, so I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you guys can help me. It says, haha, Franny. My mom calls that, what's this here sauce? Worcestershire. What's this here sauce? Thank you. And then we have, fun fact, Bob Dylan's original electric guitar he played and got booed, sold at auction for $1 million.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, who's booing you now?
Right?
877-927-6969. Also, you can text us at Real Radio 47142. Any question you want, Franny will be completely honest. Me, myself, you'll get about 25%, depending on my mood. Not in a great mood today, guys. I got a ticket, but nobody cares. Who cares? And I thought I was going to get out. I'm more pissed that I didn't get out of it, not that I got the ticket. Because I'm such a pillar of society. You know what I mean? Like, there's many.
He didn't know who you were.
I mean, there's so many people out there doing bad, Dom, and here I am being a role model.
Surprised you didn't put a greet card and offer an autograph picture.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it.
Some merch, some swag.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't want to. I don't think he was going to buy into anything. You know, when I gave my license, I was going to try to throw 100 in there. I said, nah, I'm not going to do it.
So that was actually probably smart of you.
Not to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was going to work. But you know what? There are little bumps in the road. We'll get over it. Yeah, it's not going to affect the day. Might.
Could you imagine if you got arrested before for trying to bribe a cop?
On top of it?
I'm saying before you got to to here today.
If I called her, she wouldn't even be like surprised. She'd be like, all right.
I mean, I would be surprised because I don't know. Like, I would be surprised that you went to jail but you talk a lot of
smack.
Yeah, a lot of smack. So I would be surprised. But then if they told me why, then they would kind of like lessen the surprisement. Like,
that's what I'm
if I heard
saying.
you were in jail, I'd be like, wow, like shocked. But then when they're like, oh, because he offered a cop $100 again, I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
She wouldn't be
makes
surprised.
sense.
She'd be surprised I went to jail. Okay, knock on wood, I've never been in a police car. But she wouldn't be surprised what I went for. Mm-hmm. And it was a little bit, is a squeeze worth the juice because $100 wasn't going to do. And then, I mean, if he didn't, then he would have got pissed, really. And then he would have really been like, now you're trying to bribe a police officer? And I would say, no, I'm making a donation.
Oh, yeah.
To the police athletic league.
Is that what you tell the prostitute, too?
That's not a donation. That's a payment. And by the way, I was out last night. About 20 guys I'm friends with all agreed with me on the whole thing for the rent.
Yeah, okay.
And they said they would call in and take Franny on it. I said, no. Franny's right. We're wrong. It is the Penthouse, and it is a what is it, Wednesday?
Wednesday. Don't make it Monday.
No.
Even today, I was like, is it Thursday? I'm totally off. I feel like this has been a long week. Wow. no offense.
Thanks. I spent 12 hours on you. I probably spent more time with you than any other person.
It has nothing to do with you.
How are you talking about? You're hurting my feelings again.
I thought it was Thursday all day. Like when I woke up this morning, I was like, it's Thursday, right? It's definitely Thursday.
And I thought it was like Saturday.
You know what it is? It's because we have a long weekend, Labor Day coming up. You get this excitement going. Just pack it in. I still got 2 more days.
Yep.
You do so much for my morale and my confidence.
This has nothing to do with you. Like I just said that. This is.
How do you figure? You spent 12 hours with me so far, and you said the slowest week of your life.
I did not say of my life. Words in my mouth.
We got some Florida stories. What's up?
Yeah, we do. So we have a woman who did something before a job interview. Let's just say she didn't get the job and she landed in jail because it's typically what happens in our What the Florida stories.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then another woman who utilized Zelle for some crimes she did, and this happened in Riviera Beach. And then why do we have wow, this is all about Florida women. Why is she going after the happiest place on earth, the Magic Kingdom? I will get you those stories and those details in your What the Florida when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
We're still your at-work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
A decent drive along your expressways this morning. 95, the Turnpike continue to be accident-free, flowing freely as well. We got some road work here on Lakeview Avenue that'll be westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Labor Day calls for big savings. Right now, get 3 bags of premium 2 cubic foot color mulch for just $10. Because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/4 while supplies last. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes. Yep.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's and Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace!
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When the going gets tough, the tough get StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home. Our Stormcatcher screens and shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart ensures your experience from purchase through installation is seamless. We know what it takes to keep your home safe, livable, and beautiful. Because Smart is making it easy to protect your home. And Smart is simple. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
In today's Marketers Report, Erica Taylor, Chief Marketing Officer of Genentech, weighs in on audio's ability to reach any audience.
Everyone is listening somewhere, somehow. So it's a great way to take something very precise in what we're trying to do to reach patients with something that I think we can all agree is somewhat broad in reaching many, many different audiences.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Christopher Chambers enlisted in the U.S. Navy and later graduated from SEAL training. He was conducting a nighttime raid on a ship that was illegally transporting advanced lethal aid from Iran to Houthi forces in Yemen when he died in the line of duty. Christopher was 37 years old. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation provided Christopher's wife and young daughter with a mortgage-free home. Help America's heroes and their families. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures will warm quickly into the middle and upper 80s this afternoon, though feeling close to 100 degrees. We'll see a chance for an isolated shower and thunderstorm as the sea breeze moves inland this afternoon. A shower chance overnight with temperatures in the upper 70s by Thursday morning.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
3-day weekend?
Before you go, drive into any Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes. We're quick, but never rushed. Convenient locations and no appointment needed. Visit VIOC.com for up to $15 off your next oil change.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day and you listened to Rover this morning. Jimmy's on vacation, but Dominic's in the house.
Hey, Franny.
And Francis is here.
Tom. Hey. Hi, what's up?
And the beat goes on. And now we have a special caller, a good friend of the show, the owner of Strike Cigar Lounge in Boca. Great place to go. Enjoy a cigar, hang out on the patio or inside. It is a perfect place. And again, bringing us back for Greek's Gridiron and doing again a big charity event tonight. Good morning, Ronnie.
Good morning. How are you?
We're good, buddy. How you doing today?
I'm good. How's your day going so far?
Not great.
Why'd you have to bring it up, Ronnie? Hi, Ronnie. Long time no hear or see. What's up?
Good morning, Franny. How are you?
Everything's good. No ticket, so I'm doing good. I'm doing better than Greek. We'll just say that.
Yeah, I got a ticket this morning. But you know what? Can I really complain? It's a bad part of life, but it's a little bump in the road, and I'm just going to ride with it. Not happy, but I got to ride with it.
Yeah, you'll get over it. No big deal.
Yeah, you'll get me out of it. So what's going on tonight with this charity event? And Franny and I are going to be doing it. We're excited about it. But tell the audience what you guys do for all these kids, which I think is a fantastic thing.
Well, it's quite an organization. It's called AACY, American Association of Caregiving Youth. And I'm sitting here with my wife, and she's the president of the board for the association. And I'm going to have her explain to you guys out there in Radio Land, and she'll tell you what's happening tonight.
Cool.
Good morning, guys.
How are you
Good
today?
morning.
Thanks for having us tonight. We're looking forward to it.
I can't thank you guys enough. We're so excited. This is our big event of the year. That it's just so much fun. So what American Association of Caregiving Youth does is we work with kids that are from 6th grade to 12th grade who are caregivers.
Okay.
So they care for a sick parent, a sick grandparent, a sick sibling, somebody who's disabled, and they give up a lot of their life. They're usually suffering in school. So we provide tutoring services, respite care. We go in the home and teach them how to cook and care for the parents. We give them social events, camps, activities to get them out, because a lot of these kids, you have no idea what's going on behind closed doors and the responsibilities they have. So thank you guys for tonight. I can't tell you how excited we are.
Yeah, I'm actually on AACY.org, and even you explaining it, I haven't really heard of a nonprofit charity that does work like this. And it's one of those things that you don't think about. There are so many people in there and their youth who do have to act like the parent or the older brother or sister, and it can take a toll. So what a fantastic organization and the stuff that you do. This is really, really great to see.
Yeah, we're jacked up, like I said. Thank you for having us. We're going to try to add to the great event tonight, and we're looking forward to it. And obviously, we're looking forward to a football season, being back with you guys. And we can't thank you enough for, being with us and sponsoring us and being part of it.
So is the event open to the public this evening?
Yes, it is. I think we have about 15 tickets left.
Okay.
And that's it. Mm-hmm. And we have 8 teams that are competing against each other for a Family Feud style game night. It's a lot of fun, really fun at the beer garden.
I love it. Family Feud too. And so if people do want to purchase tickets or get any kind of an event or info on the event, how can they do that?
So they can go to aacy.org.
Cool. Now, can anybody, and this is a question I got, can anybody come by tonight and make a donation for the kids and what you guys do? Are they allowed to do that?
Absolutely. That's fantastic. It's actually online on that site. You can donate towards the team, and the team that raises the most money wins a prize, too, tonight.
Okay, that's great. All right, so 6 o'clock tonight at the Beer Garden. That's 20 feet away from Strike Cigar Lounge. We'll be there, Franny and I. We're excited. And again, can't thank you guys enough for what you do for these kids. And you probably don't realize how much of an impact you have on them, but it's such a nice thing because you know what? Like you said, behind closed doors, you never know what goes on. So God bless, and you guys are doing a great job. And thanks for having us.
Thank you, guys. So excited. Can't wait to see you tonight.
Us too. We will see you later, and we'll make sure to give out that website address again, just in case people want to donate or show up tonight, too.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it. See you later, Ronnie.
All right, buddy. Drive carefully.
I know. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Take care.
And you know, that's another thing. I shouldn't have got a ticket because I'm doing a big charity event tonight. I mean, what the hell's going on?
So that is AACY.org if you want to get some more information on the American Association of Caregiving Youth. Oh, man, what great things and work that they do with them it is. If you can check out the website, see who they are, what they do. You can volunteer. There's resources. And, of course, when you're on there, you can go to events, and that's when you click on the events tab that you can see the events calendar, and it shows you what's going on tonight, the game night. It is a crowd favorite, family feud style game night. This is at the Beer Garden, which is 309 Via de Palmas, and that's in Boca Raton, that Royal Palm place. And they said doors open on the website. Here it says doors open at 6:30.
Okay.
So according to this, but you can purchase sponsorships if you want to donate. G-Man asked that too. You are absolutely welcome to do so.
Thank you, Franny, for your help. And again, we're excited about this tonight. Looking forward to it. Anything that we can help with the community, we always do that. Real Radio. It's something we look forward to. And it's crazy enough. Yesterday, I got a call from our good friends, Martino, about turkeys that we give away every year. And again, I always talk about these guys that always say, hey, man, are we doing the turkeys? They call me. I don't call them. So it's great. We'll be doing that again, giving away the turkeys, probably with Miller's Ale House. So a lot going on, but tonight's going to be a great event. If you're in the area, you want to stop by, say hi, love to see you. But again, you're helping the kids, and think about the kids because you know what? They need help. And in a lot of situations, we don't know what goes on. It's nice enough that Ronnie and his wife and people like that are behind the scenes trying to help. We're going to go to Florida stories now.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, this is a Pennsylvania woman, but this incident happened in Florida. She is going after Disney after she said she was injured in a stampede during a trip to the Magic Kingdom theme park. According to court documents, it says her name is Deborah Osteen. She was visiting, trying to have a good time with family and friends, and she was walking along Main Street, and the park was packed and extremely busy, and it is, especially before the kids went back to school. I mean, Disney, I saw pictures, and even Universal. I mean, people want to go to these parks. They're very popular. And they said that there was an event starting soon, Magic Kingdom, prompting a crowd of people to rush through Main Street. So they said, while the park's nighttime happily ever after fireworks show draws a large crowd, the lawsuit doesn't specify which event spurred the stampede, but that's what they're thinking it was. She said she was knocked over by the crowd, causing her to suffer bodily injuries. Now she's accusing Disney of failing to maintain safe premises or warn guests about the risk of stampede. That is one thing I've never seen as busy as it is. I have never seen a stampede at Disney.
Mm-hmm. That's scary.
Yeah, but
You can't control it. You see it a lot of times at events, concerts, where people, just a crowd, like, you know, if you've never been in it, you can't even imagine, like, the feeling. The only time I ever felt something like so many people, I've talked about it, we were at the Kentucky Derby. So many, 100,000 people. It's like, you don't even have a chance. You just go with the flow. Mm-hmm. And I went to a Tyson fight one time, too. And it got out early, and I missed it. Everybody came out, and I just got pulled over. Like sodas everywhere. You can't stop it.
Yep, so we'll see what happens. She is seeking compensation of $50,000. Then we're going to hang out here in 92.1 World, where they're, 1017 and 92.1, because it's a Port St. Lucie woman who was arrested in Riviera Beach on suspicion of fraud. Ashley Clayton was arrested, facing charges of grand theft, fraud, embezzlement, criminal use of personal identification information, and making false entries in corporate books. According to court documents, Clayton was an employee of an apartment complex in Riviera, and she was employed by the complex for about 3 months but she has been accused of collecting apartment-related payments by having the residents Zelle her. Specifically.
Yeah, your money Zelle
Like, I
me.
can't believe people were just like, okay, like, so just Zelle you my rent? And they were. So she was having residents Zelle payments to her personal bank account, as well as giving her blank money orders, too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so during the scheme, she is accused of sending out, they said, a letter on company letterhead informing residents to make payments in a form of money orders until further notice because of an update to the online payment portal. Once the apartment complex personnel became aware of the letter, she was terminated immediately. But they say that just some money orders, not the Zelle itself, they said that was almost $15,000 she got in money orders.
Wow.
And then they said that, let's see, there is still, she did cash a couple of these checks. They said there's still about $12,000 unaccounted for. And when it came to Zelle, she received almost $32,000 via Zelle. So in total, they believed
47.
that she made, well, there's other things. Nope,
Yeah.
there was $58,046.77 had been taken under false terms.
Not good.
And now she's hanging out at the Palm Beach County Jail right there, Gun Club Road.
Oh, at least they got him.
And then finally here, yeah, I understand maybe you are going to a job interview. You might be a little nervous and just want to do something to kind of take off the edge. Probably shouldn't drink, though, all right? And definitely don't drink a half bottle of Crown in 5 minutes.
Wow.
That's just my suggestion. You do what you want.
That's impressive.
But yeah, a woman who was visiting the Florida Keys from out of state with her husband to meet with a possible employer landed in jail after downing half a bottle of Crown in 5 minutes.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Uh-huh. So, according to Monroe County sheriffs, they said Kimberly Marie Robbins and her husband Charles Lambert, they were both of North Carolina, were in Big Pine Key Monday morning to meet with an employer. Said Lambert told deputies that they drove to Coconut's bar and liquor store. And that's when she went to the bar, purchased a bottle of Crown, and drank approximately half of the bottle. They said in 5 minutes. That's crazy.
It's impressive.
That is I don't know if it's impressive. I don't know, but that's nuts.
It's a lot to do.
Leading to a spat over her drinking between her and her husband. Her husband was like, what's going on? Why are you drinking? Do you have a job interview? Like, why are you taking this down? At some point, they said that she, that Lambert hit Robin. So Robbins is the female here, right? Yes, Robbins. The husband is Charles Lambert. So Kimberly Robbins. So they said, yeah, he hit her. Deputy said Robbins got in their pickup truck to get away from him, then drove the truck into the side of the building. This is just after 7:30 in the morning, all right? That's how much she took down. And she drove the truck into the building. Yeah. So they both were arrested. Of course, him
she
for
didn't
hitting
get the job
her.
done.
Yeah. They said that when they arrived on the scene, the front airbags of the truck were deployed. The keys were still in the ignition. The transmission was still in drive. Asked Kimberly if she was okay and able to step out of the vehicle. She was like, I'm fine. She got out of the truck. They could smell a strong odor of alcohol. They said she was unsteady. And spoke very slow, slurred speech. You know, the typical drunk stuff.
Yeah, she smacked.
They were checking her for injury. They said that she was swaying back and forth, losing her footing, falling onto the foot. So eventually, after being medically clear, she failed, they said, a battery of field sobriety tests. And then they took her to the Key West jail facility to conduct a breathalyzer test on her. They said during the 20-minute observation period, Kimberly spat on one of the officers' face and then fell out of a chair onto the floor. What a mess. Kimberly then grabbed the leg and pants of one of the officers and would not let go of him. He gave multiple verbal commands to do so, like, please let go of me, please let go of me. They said he had to use mechanical compliance, whatever that is, to break free from her grasp. So now, not only DUI, now she's facing felony charges of battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting arrest without violence. And yeah, she never made it to the job interview, so I'm guessing she didn't get the job.
Well, you never know.
Unless they don't see the story, and then she was like, you know what, I ended up, so I got in an accident.
Well, if they don't know the story, she might. She might be able to say, I got a flat on the way to the, thing.
Yeah, but she's going to have, I have a feeling they'll find out. I do. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. As always, we do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Don't forget, 11:45, your chance to win tickets to Korn. Entourage, the show, was a show on HBO that had a great run and a movie. And yesterday, a couple of people were talking, actors were talking about the time they filmed at Staples Center with Kobe. And they got there like 4 o'clock. Kobe was getting ready for the game. And the film, when they were doing the show, they were courtside. And they were rehearsing. And then Kobe was betting them half-court shots, $100. And he missed 5 in a row. So then Kobe went into the shower, went into the gym and the locker room, and they thought they never would see it. But Turtle was like, somebody came out during the game and handed them $500 and said, here, this is from Kobe. So, again, shows he's an honorable guy. They're sitting courtside rehearsing for Entourage. Bet him half-court shots. If you're sitting there and you're saying to Kobe, like, let's bet a half-court shot, I'm not thinking he's going to pay you, $100 a pop. And somebody came up to him and just goes, here's $500 from Kobe. I think it's cool. Says something about him. 877-927-6969. Also, you can text us at Real Radio 47142. What could ruin your day? This was a nice bump in my day. I got a ticket today for a red light. I wouldn't mind speeding, but red light sort of really, I think, is worse on your record. So I'm going to have to fight this and do whatever I can, which sucks. But spilling a coffee all over you, maybe somebody breaking up with you in the morning. If somebody broke up with you, would you rather them break up with you in the morning or at the end of the day?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's going to suck either way.
Yep.
I mean, it's not a good thing to deal with.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking in the morning. Might be better.
Really?
Yeah. Because then if you do stuff with them all day, you never know.
Well, you're working and stuff, but that's it. But then maybe it can affect your sleep because that's all you're thinking about if they do it at night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, if you got an opinion on any of this, you could text us or you could give us a call. Love to hear from you guys. And 11:45, your opportunity to win tickets for Korn.
So we're going to get into things, and you can always participate at 47142. Outdated habits from our grandparents that would cause an uproar today. And we know that we are in a very sensitive society these days. And there's some things that grandparents used to do that we tolerated, and it was just normal behavior. And so I want to know if anything's happened to you or if you have anything that you would like to add on to this. And even just things as simple as just pinching cheeks. They said pinching the chubby cheeks like quarters are going to fall out of them, is what somebody said. Things that grandparents do that would not fly today. They said here, my grandpa used a water pistol to keep birds and squirrels off the plants and seeds in his gardens. It would be more effective, right, if it just missed the target rather than a direct hit. But today, he'd probably get in trouble for animal cruelty for doing that if his neighbor saw him doing it. It was just a water pistol. Okay. They said, I used to sit right between my grandparents while they smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
Grandma and I used to sit around and drink Sanka and watch old TV shows.
Coffee, that
starting when I was 3 years old, maybe younger.
Yeah, that was like this little coffee thing that grinds and you would put it in water and it just made coffee.
Like instant coffee.
Yeah, something like that, yes.
Mm-hmm. It says, my grandfather used to take my brother and me to stock races in Iowa. He would drop us off in a field outside the track, and we would have to cross the field and climb through a hole in the fence to get inside the track. This was so he wouldn't have to pay our admission.
Oh, wow.
Things grandparents
You get in trouble more by the law today for that.
Yep. Let's see here. Things people forcing kids to hug or kiss. It's always made me uncomfortable as a kid. I'm 47, and to this day, I'm not a fan of physical affection. I think it's great that parents are starting to understand that their kids have the rights to respectfully say no. I was always one, but when we left a party, family, friends, whatever, my parents made sure we said bye to every single person.
Yeah, my mother was the same way. You had to, go say goodbye to Aunt Jeannie and Uncle Sal and go say hi. And if somebody called you, she was always like that, especially your birthday. Like, you got to write a thank you card. If they got you a gift, thank him. That's, again, most things start at the home. They really do.
We have not my grandparents, but my dad. He tells me stories about when he was a teenager. They would drive around with a cracked beer open. If they got pulled over, the cop would just say to pour it out and get home. That wouldn't swing these days for sure.
No way.
Nor should it, they said.
No way.
Let's see. They said what used to be accepted as regular discipline of children is actually child abuse these days. It's like, no, Nana, hitting children with sticks is not okay.
Oh, yeah. Even hitting kids.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some
with the
people
belt,
like...
I know somebody who's like, go pick your own switch outside.
The spoon.
Yep.
The spoon. You're going to hit it with the spoon. I mean, imagine today if you went to school and you're like, I got hit with a spoon. You're like, what?
But I said my husband would give a list of all the things his parents hit him with: sticks, shoes, blind adjusters, and gallons of milk. If my husband raised any of that against our daughter, I swear I would divorce him on the spot, according to this woman.
Gallons of milk. Wow, that's got to hurt.
This one you don't see either. Birthday spankings. Remember those? You get one spank for every year you've been alive.
I don't remember that.
You never got a birthday spanking?
I don't remember. I don't remember that. No.
Yeah. Let's see. My grandparents used to send their 8 kids, ages 5 to about 12, to work in the fields all day from 6 a.m. to whenever the sun went down. These days, this was a result in a visit from the CPS, but back in the 50s, kids were expected to work all day.
Yeah.
Every day during summers and early autumn.
No vacation. Let's
No
go.
vacation for
Get
you.
out there, chop, bring some money in.
Mm-hmm.
You got to help the family.
If you have anything you want to add, let us know. 47142. Started off with Real Radio. We have my grandma would drive all the grandkids to the lake. There were 9 of us, and it was a sedan, like just crammed in like a cloud car. But honestly, the most unbelievable thing my parents got away with is that they got to retire, travel around the world, and live comfortably into their 80s. I always considered traveling and retirement the ultimate goal. Now I just hope I'll be able to afford housing.
That's true.
Yep.
Very different.
It is, unfortunately.
Which sucks. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. If you guys want to get involved, you can talk to us about anything we can bring on the table. But on the table today is what's something that could ruin your morning and possibly your day.
On the table, you always say you can ask him anything. 47142 started off with Real Radio. I think it's hilarious that Greek has zero idea who the actors are from Entourage. Ask him to name any of the actors' real names, please, please, please.
Any of the actors' real names?
Yes.
Let me think.
We've had one of them on our show like 2 or 3 times.
Let me think. Oh, God. What the hell's his name? I'm thinking. Oh, God. I know their show names, but I'm
We know.
thinking-
That's why they think it's funny. You always call him. You always call him Ari
Turtle.
Gold, and Ari Gold is his character's name.
All right. I think Turtle was Jerry Ferrara, something like that. I think that's it.
Yes, there you go.
That's pretty close.
All right, you got
Ari
it.
Gold was Jeremy Piven or Piven.
Piven. Okay.
O'Connell was Eric.
Look, he's getting there. He's getting there. Kevin Connolly.
Um,
You're close enough.
And then the kid who was involved with the environment was Grounger or something like that.
Adrian?
Yeah, Adrian, something like that. And then the last one, what the hell was his name? Johnny Damon? Not Johnny Damon.
No.
Johnny Drama.
Yep. What's his name?
Oh, God.
He's got a famous brother.
Dylan.
Yep, Kevin Dillon.
Yeah, there it is.
There
Stick
you
it.
go. Stick it.
You like apples? How you like those apples? Huh? Remember, it's a show.
And you like Sloan. What was her name?
Oh, my God. Sloan was so hot.
Do you know her real name?
Oh, God. What the hell was her real name? Sloan's real name. It was something odd.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, that's an odd name.
Tricky or Trique?
I saw a girl one time who looked like her. I was out, and I was like, man, could it be her? But I didn't think so. But that girl was a SS in my book.
Stands for smoke show, if you're wondering.
That's why I love her so much. Cheers to working together. She was. I mean, she really was. I mean, she was just, and I loved the way she dressed, her mannerisms. She always gave Eric a hard time. The only thing was a little far-fetched that Eric would have been with her, but not really. Not really. I mean, it was a show, so you just know. Sometimes there's odd couples. Like Modern Family, those two I never thought really would be married in real life, but you know what? They made it. It was a good show. I liked that show. It's pretty funny. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We're going to come back with a trifecta. Your tickets, your chance to win tickets to Korn. Who doesn't want to go to see Korn, or who doesn't like Korn? Korn on the cob, Korn with your steak. We're going to make it happen at 11:45. And then there's a big event this weekend at the Convention Center, West Palm Beach. I mean, big. The Rock is in town. The Rock. And the former coach of Alabama, Saban. He's going to be there too, but we're going to talk to Adam, who is one of the guys putting on this event from Vault Entertainment.
What time is that? 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock. He should be here at 1 o'clock. He's pretty much on time all the time. We'll see what happens. And we're going to talk to him for a while, see what those guys got going on and what the event's all about. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
When C-Lane said aneurysm, I've seen a couple of videos.
Of people having aneurysms?
Yeah. There was one where, I'll try to see if I can find this. He was just like walking into the lobby of a building.
Click favorites.
Mm-hmm.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
A decent drive along your expressways this morning. 95, the Turnpike continued to be accident-free, flowing freely as well. We do have some road work here on Lakeview Avenue that'll be westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
3-day weekend? Before you go, drive into any Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes. We're quick, but never rushed. Convenient locations and no appointment needed. Visit VIOC.com for up to $15 off your next oil change.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Bush Loaded, the greatest hits tour. Friday, August 30th, Hard Rock Live. With special guests, Jerry Cantrell and Candlebox. Tickets on sale now at myhrl.com or ticketmaster.com. Bush Loaded, the greatest hits tour. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood.
Got a car to sell? Hey, it's Franny, and whether it's your daily driver, classic muscle car, or even a whole collection, GimmeTheVin.com wants it. Skip the hassle of dealerships and lowball offers. At GimmeTheVin.com, just enter your VIN or license plate and get a top dollar offer in minutes. They'll even beat a CarMax offer or pay you $100. Plus, you can visit one of their locations or have them come to you. Sell your car the easy way with America's best car buyer. GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
When a hurricane hits, it's best to be prepared. Since 1996, StormSmart has installed over 100,000 protection and lifestyle products in Florida homes. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Is there a sticker on your garage door? If something goes wrong and you need an expert to solve your problem, are you just going to call that number because the sticker told you to? I mean, isn't that something your husband would do? Better call these guys, honey. The sticker said so. Can't violate the International Sticker Code now, can I? What kind of self-respecting man in a house surrenders his independence to a ratty old scrap of paper with glue on the back? Of course, if you find a Mo Better Garage sticker on it, you might want to listen to your husband just this once. Because all garage door stickers are not created equal. No matter who installed your garage door, you can call us to repair it. Our technicians are expertly trained on the widest range of equipment with the experience to solve any problem. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. After we fix it, we'll put our sticker on it. So your husband has someone to call.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When I set out to build our firm, it was built for greatness. It was built for you. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Attention boaters. This Labor Day weekend, be sure to watch out for marine life swimmers, paddlers, and dive flags while boating. Always have personal flotation devices readily available for everyone on board. Safe boating saves lives. This message is brought to you by the Marine Industries Association of Palm Beach County.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. That's because so much of your personal info is out of your control, like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information's vulnerable. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes. Yep.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Every day, a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Just text the word radio to 83393.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports. Presented by Elf Beauty. Some NWSL trade news. Former World Cup champion Abby Dahlkemper is headed to Bay FC via trade with the San Diego Wave. The Wave received $50,000 in allocation money in the deal. According to ESPN's Jeff Kassouf, Dahlkemper requested the trade. It's the latest news in a chaotic year for the Wave, who dropped their first regular season game under new interim head coach Landon Donovan on Saturday. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
When it comes to women in sports, Elf Beauty is all about leveling the playing field. The same goes for the boardroom, where Elf is one of only 4 publicly traded U.S. companies with a board that's 2/3 women and 1/3 diverse. Learn more at elfbeauty.com.
Kickoff is almost here, and iHeart is the official home of the NFL Podcast Network, featuring podcasts like NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal.
Packing it with so much goodness. Chock full of info.
And tons of fantasy football podcasts with expert advice for you to win your fantasy league. It's the best part of the season. Your team is undefeated and anything is possible. Take the iHeartRadio app and the NFL with you right in your pocket. Open the free iHeart app, search NFL, and start listening now.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Your chance to win tickets to Korn at 11:45. I'm jacked up for that. Come on, one of my favorite. Korn. I like Korn on the Cob.
Name a Korn song.
She broke my heart, and then she left me.
No, it's not.
Now, what would you do if I knew a Korn song? Wouldn't you feel bad? Did you call me out? Like the Entourage thing? Remember, it's a show. You don't know what's real, what's fake. It could be all just a big whoo. You know what I'm saying?
A big whoo.
Whoo. Like my traffic ticket this morning that I'm so mad about. I mean, I'm doing something for society tonight. There should be karma. Maybe I'll win the Mega Millions.
You should just do kind things just because it's something nice to do, not to get something back in return.
I do a lot of nice things, okay? I do a lot of nice things for a lot of people, and nobody does jack for me. Dominic's here. Jimmy's on vacation.
Hey, Greek. Hey, Franny.
Yeah! Franny's here.
Hey.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, LeBron James is going to be playing basketball in the NBA with his son, but he said yesterday in his podcast his son can't call him dad on the court or the Laker facility. Dominic, what do you think of that?
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be calling his dad on the court.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't pass on if he starts like breaking his chops a little like, hey, daddy, give me the ball. Yeah, that's going to be such a weird scenario this year when the Lakers play. That's going to be such a big story. But a lot of people feel he shouldn't even have been drafted or on the team. A lot of people feel like that. We'll see what happens. But LeBron did say that. Major cuts in the NFL. They're down to 53, but Odell is out the first 4 games. Today, GM Gear is going to be speaking to the media. But so far at a Dolphins camp, they're like, we knew this. He was injured. We're not surprised. So Odell will not be playing the first 4 games. But if you want to see him, Tuesday the 17th, you see him and Tariq Hill at Palm Beach Autographs into Wellington Mall. It's an event that I will be at. We do everything with Palm Beach Autographs. It's a great place for memorabilia. We just had a big event with them with Tua. It was really, really cool. And Waddle, Jason went with us from the Gator. We had a great time. And you know what? It is a great event because these guys are so nice when they're out and about. They will spend time. They did videos. They took pictures. They were just really, really nice guys. So looking forward to that. Yankees did lose yesterday, and the Orioles won. So that lead in the American League East is not that big now. It's only about a half a game. We'll see what happens with the Yanks. The MVPs, both guys are in big leads. Ohtani for the Dodgers and Judge for the Yankees. It looks like both of them will be heading to get their MVP trophies. And then this weekend, on Saturday, you got the Gators taking on the Canes. That's going to be a big game. 3:30, 12:30 on Real Radio. We are the home of the Gators. And 101.7, love you guys. We appreciate you guys. If you want to listen to the Dolphins, you listen to 101.7. And that is your Greeks trifecta for lunchtime. Peace. 877-927-6969. What could ruin a day? A ticket. Maybe somebody drops coffee on you. Somebody breaks up. A fender bender. That could ruin your day.
Getting fired?
Yeah.
Getting fired. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That definitely could ruin your day. Trying to think of something else. Maybe somebody owes you money and they tell you they're going to pay and they say, nah, I can't pay it until tomorrow. That could ruin your day. You lose a game by a half a point and you find out early in the morning because it was a late night game. That could ruin your day. But let us know things that could ruin your day. And Franny said we had something last week. It was by 8:36.
8:26.
8:26.
Yeah, Jimmy brought up a study. But maybe a scandal could ruin your day. And these are some of the scandals that happened in college football history. Some of these you may know. Some of them you may not. Some of these are new to me. This one is absolutely not, because this was a pretty big deal. And we're talking 9 strangest scandals in college football history, including Manti Te'o's fake girlfriend.
Are they going to call that a scandal? Really?
Yeah, of course. College football has a history stretching back over 150 years. And while there's no telling if it will be a thing 150 years from now, I have a hard time believing that we'll be treated to a stranger story than what happened to Manti Te'o and his non-existent girlfriend. They said if that ends up being the case, unlike most of the other scandals on the list, he wasn't really at fault. The story didn't have any tangible impact on Notre Dame. But with that being said, the star linebacker for the Fighting Irish found himself at the center of a media firestorm following the end of his senior season, one he devoted to the memory of Lene Kukau, if I'm saying that right. The girlfriend, he said, had died following a battle with leukemia, and the same day his grandmother passed away. That was September 2012. So if you were not that aware, this guy got catfished by a man who'd fallen in love with him and made up this fake identity to pursue a relationship under some incredibly false pretenses.
Yeah, I just didn't see it as a scandal. I saw it as a scandal. Yeah, I saw it as a bad thing for him, and he got had, obviously, and it was embarrassing. But it was nice that he came forward to help other people. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't look at it as a college football scandal, just in my mind.
And then another one here, Bobby Petrino's motorcycle accidents. They have 2012 Arkansas head coach Bobby Petrino showed up to a press conference in a neck brace and face covered in road rash after being involved in a motorcycle crash outside of Fayetteville. They said the school went out of its way to stress no one else was involved in the accident, but things took a very interesting turn when a police report claimed that they said thanks to the presence of Jessica Durrell, a former volleyball player at Arkansas who Petrino had recently hired to serve as the football's program player development coordinator. They said that development led to Petrino, who was married with 4 kids, admitting he'd been engaged in an affair with that 25-year-old Durrell.
Yeah, he went down like a domino. He could have just said he was giving her a ride.
Yep.
I mean, that was brutal. That was bad.
Uh-huh.
That's a scandal.
Then we have here the Tumors Corner Oaks poisoning, which I'm not familiar with, and we have 9 college scandals. And the reason why, 1896. But 1896, Tumors Drugs opened for business right across the street from Auburn University. And its proprietors had a tradition of covering the oak tree outside the building in the ticker tape from telegraphs where the Tigers won a game on the road. So the hub, dubbed Toomer's Corner, eventually became a staple for post-game celebrations, where toilet paper eventually became the decoration of choice. They said a decades-long tradition of rolling that came to a shocking end thanks to what unfolded in 2010. They said that year, Auburn defeated Alabama in the Iron Bowl. And a couple months later, an anonymous Crimson Tide fan called into Paul Feinbaum's radio show to let him know he decided to get some revenge by poisoning the oak trees that they put them on. The culprit was eventually identified. His name was Harvey Updike, who spent 70 days in jail, was ordered to pay $800,000 in restitution for this stunt that led to all of the trees, these massive oak trees that were there for years and years and years, being cut down. Yep. $800,000. He only paid $6,900 of that sum.
Oh,
He passed away in 2020. That's why.
Wow,
yep.
That's bad.
A couple more, and then we'll do some on the other side because we do have a prize giveaway. Wake Forest betrayed by a former coach. Does this ring a bell, G-Man?
No, it doesn't.
2013, Dave Clawson hired to replace Jim Grobe as the head coach at Wake Forest University. And the Demon Deacons struggled to find their footing after going 3-9 in his first 2 seasons. They said at the helm. There were a number of factors that played into that underwhelming start, but Clawson certainly didn't get any help from Tommy Elrod, a former Wake Forest quarterback who worked as the assistant coach, for a decade, but pivoted to covering the team's games on the radio. I said after Clawson declined to retain his services, they said that didn't sit well with Elrod, who decided to retaliate by reaching out to opposing teams before they faced off against the Demon Deacons to offer up the game plan in order to undermine Clawson out of spite.
That's pretty bad.
He was promptly fired after those revelations came to light. And while Wake Forest didn't suddenly transform into a national powerhouse, they said the team was still able to stage a solid turnaround with him out of the picture.
Not surprised.
So, yeah, I was telling all the other teams' game plans just to spite him.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy is a bad thing.
Yep.
I mean, people get that. Oof, that's terrible.
We know this one. I love this one. Jameis Winston's crab legs heist.
Was that a scandal? I don't know. I think it was bad for Publix.
Jameis Winston was at the center of a handful of controversies during his time as a quarterback at Florida State, but none of them were weirder than what unfolded as he was wrapping his second to last year in Tallahassee, April 2014. God, it's been 10 years.
Yeah, I was going to say,
The world
wow.
learned Winston had been cited by police for shoplifting $32 worth of crab legs and crawfish, mind you. Nobody mentions the crawfish. From a Publix.
They don't get any love.
Near campus, yes. They said an incident that unfolded a year after he was accused of using ketchup cups to steal soda at a Burger King. I didn't know he did that too.
Wow.
You know how little tiny those ketchup cups are?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just a little shot.
Winston didn't face any punishment from the football team, although the two-sport athlete was suspended from FSU's baseball team for 5 days until he completed his 20 hours of community service.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so great. So we have some more, but it is 11:45, which means Dom is going to start answering the phones because we have a pair of tickets to go see Korn. That is happening at the I Think Financial Amphitheater Saturday, September 14th. Love that's on a Saturday, which means that you can relax on Sunday after having a good time. 877-927-6969 is the number that you are going to call. That's 877-927-6969. If you want to see Korn September 14th, I Think Financial Amphitheater. Let's get those phone lines busy, and we're going to play, because today is 3-Word Wednesday. Yes, 3-Word Wednesday. I read you 3 words, and you got to come up with the word that relates all 3 words together. Like, for instance, because we had this one. Let's say I say cottage, Swiss, cake.
Cheese.
Correct. Cottage cheese, Swiss cheese, cheesecake, right?
That was a guess.
Think about a word that you can put either before or after, which makes these all connect.
This is pretty tough sometimes.
Another one. G-Man, let's see how you do.
Okay. Oh, pressure's on.
Because we've already done these. Cream, skate, water.
Pie.
No. Cream, skate, water.
Cream, skate, water?
Uh-huh.
Cream, skate. I give up.
Ice. Ice cream, ice skate, ice water.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was only putting it behind the word. You got to put it in front,
You
too.
can put it wherever.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
God, I'm glad Jimmy's not here. Oh, God.
Great.
I'm so glad Jimmy's not here.
Awesome. You got that?
Nope. All right, so it's as easy as that. And it is 3-word Wednesdays. I give you 3 words. You got it. And G-Man, 10 seconds on the timer. You're in charge of time. All right?
I'm on it.
Okay, because all you got is 10 seconds to give us an answer. Are we ready for our first
We are.
contestant, Dom?
We have Ed.
What's happening, Ed?
Hey, Penthouse, how's it going?
Good, Ed. You spelling that with one E?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now I'm going to hand it off to Franny.
All right, Ed, let's do this. You know how the game works?
Yes, I'm terrible at it.
Oh. Well, hopefully this time you won't. I have a good feeling about this, Ed. All right, so I'm going to give you the 3 words. I'll repeat them twice, and then Greek will start the 10-second timer. You ready to roll?
Ready.
All right. Your 3 words are fountain, baking, pop. Fountain, baking, pop. Time starts now.
Huh? Soda.
Look at that. Look at you, Ed.
Did you get
is
it?
soda.
Way to be, Ed.
Woo!
Yeah. There are about 10 people behind you cursing you out, Ed, but you know what? You're going to corn, baby.
Yeah, you are.
Corn on the cob,
Soda,
Ed.
fountain, baking soda, and then, of course, pop is soda. So that's it. One and done, Ed.
Great job, Ed.
Thank you.
Who are you going to take to the concert?
Oh, my beautiful girlfriend.
Oh, that's nice. Does she know you think she's beautiful?
Oh, she knows. I tell her every day.
Oh, good
that's-
man.
What does she tell you? Does she say you're handsome, Ed?
Yeah, she tells me good morning.
Well, at least she's with you overnight. That's always a good thing. All right, Ed, thanks for listening to Real Radio.
Hang on. Dom will get all your information, all right?
All right, thank you. I love y'all.
Thank
Oh,
you.
so nice. Ed, one and done, and he went in thinking he wasn't going to do well. Way to be. Great job, Francis, handling the whole contest, and Dominic again with the assist, answering the telephone like a guy who used to be a bookie. You are perfect on the phones. 877-927-6969. What could ruin your morning? I got a ticket this morning, and I got screwed. He could have went the other way, and it's unreal he didn't, but all right. Could that ruin your day? Maybe spilling a coffee. Maybe somebody breaking up with you. Maybe getting fired. Fender bender. Maybe something like that. Maybe tripping and going through a window.
So we got some more before we did our contest. We were doing some college scandals, and I have some more here. We ended with the crab situation with Jameis Winston. We have Ohio State's Tattoo Gate. Are you familiar with this?
Nah, it's not ringing a bell.
They said here that Winston probably could have avoided ending up in that last situation if he played college football in the NIL era. And same can be said for parties who were impacted by the scandal that unfolded at Ohio State in 2010. They said the Buckeyes were preparing to play in the Sugar Bowl that season when the NCAA announced it had suspended 5 players, including their star quarterback, Terrell Pryor, who were accused of trading autographs and memorabilia for tattoos at a parlor in Columbus.
Wow.
I always wondered, because a lot of those kids are like slaved up.
Yeah.
And tattoos are expensive. And this is before the whole NIL whatever. And I was just like, how can these college kids who dedicate their lives to football, don't have other jobs, how can they afford these tattoos?
What I always thought, and I didn't know, was that they would get tattoos and maybe put up a picture of them in the tattoo parlor. Like, I did his tattoo and this one's. And so when people come in, like hairdressers do sometimes with famous people, I think that's what I thought. Like, hey, you know what? It helps their business. So, hey, I'll do a sleeve, but I'm going to put your picture up there. And
But no, they were trading autographs, memorabilia for the tattoos. They said the development was just the tip of the iceberg. They said as there was another investigation that led to the discovery of similar exchanges players used to get their hands on marijuana in cars they couldn't afford on their own. And emails came out that showed head coach Jim Tressel had attempted to cover up the scheme. They said he ultimately resigned. Pryor prematurely declared for the NFL draft to avoid the 5-game suspension he was hit with. And the NCAA forced Ohio State to vacate all of its wins from the 2010 campaign. All because of that.
Yep, I do remember it now. Yep.
2010. Do you remember some drama with the Hook'em Horns, Texas?
Started off
2021, excuse me.
Maybe it'll ring a bell.
They said in 2021, we were treated to a simply absurd story involving Texas special teams coordinator Jeff Banks, who was named alongside a woman, Danielle Thomas, in a lawsuit filed by the family of a child who was allegedly bitten by a monkey at a haunted house that he had set up in his backyard for Halloween.
A haunted house.
You never heard this story?
No.
They said it didn't take long for the internet to discover that Thomas was an exotic dancer, that Danielle Thomas, right, who was named, who adopted Pole Assassin as a nickname. That's her name as her dancer, the Pole Assassin, and routinely performed alongside the monkey in question.
Oh, all right.
So she had a monkey with her dance at a strip club. That's awesome. Texas declined to hit
And you're
Banks.
getting your money's worth. I mean, you're getting to see a monkey and her dance.
I would love to see that. Texas declined to hit Banks with any form of punishment, but they said in summer of 2024, he and Thomas tied the knot in a wedding ceremony attended by Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian.
Did the monkey marry them?
That would make you. The monkey was a ring bearer.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I went for it. I was like, wow, because monkeys are smart. I figured maybe he did it. Remember Hangover? The monkey jumped over the tree and he brought down the marijuana, the coke, and everything like that.
And then finally here we have Alabama finding it. And we're talking about some scandals that happened in college football. Alabama found itself in need of a new head coach prior to the start of the 2003 season after Dennis Franchione. How do I say that? Do you know? He was headed to Texas A&M. Franchione, due to NCAA sanctions that were handed down to recruiting violations under Mike Dubose. No, nothing? Oh, I thought you could help me here. It appeared they'd found a replacement in Mike Price, who was coming off 2 stellar seasons at Washington State. They said, however, he was abruptly fired thanks to a series of events that unfolded when he headed to Florida to play in a Pro-Am golf tournament shortly after spring practices began. They said, well, Price, who had already drawn the ire of the school officials for drinking late into the night in watering holes in Tuscaloosa, was reportedly seen dropping hundreds of dollars at adult establishments in Pensacola.
Trying to help the economy.
Yes. I love. They say where Pole Assassin would have felt right at home before drunkenly heading back to his hotel with a woman who racked up a room service bill that totaled over $1,000 after ordering one of every item on the menu. Wow. They said that 51-year-old Price, who was also married with this woman that he took home with him, so found himself out of a job when the night of debauchery was brought to Alabama's attention. He was fired before coaching one single game and forfeited a contract that would have paid him $10 million over the course of 7 years.
Wow.
All because he got drunk and took a stripper home.
Man, was that piece of ass worth it?
Was it worth it?
Probably not. $10 million? Wow. Yeah. That sucks. Woo. Makes me feel better about my ticket this morning. 877-927-6969. What could ruin your day? Maybe you pull up at a place that you love to get breakfast and it's closed. They're doing inventory. That could piss you off. You'd be like, my God, can't believe this breakfast place is doing inventory. Maybe you got season tickets for the Dolphins. And then you realize game 1 you can't go to because your girlfriend or wife has a wedding in her family and you're going to miss the game. That could piss you off. Let us know. Dominic had a good one. You can just get fired. That would really piss you off. Somebody breaks up with you. Would you rather in the morning or the evening? I asked that question. Francis and Dom both said in the morning. I'm thinking in the late evening. Because
it doesn't matter. No, I said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we said either way sucks. That's what we said.
It sucks, but maybe you can,
We didn't pick one, though.
Hit it one more time during the day. Just trying to make things better for you guys. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. Don't forget, you get a couple chances every day to get a keyword to go to Vegas. That's right, on iHeart. $1,000 hotel and airfare. We'll come back with some fun facts and so much more. Peace.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Go on, tell it. Show that damn thing who's boss. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
A decent drive along your expressways this morning. 95, the Turnpike continued to be accident-free, flowing freely as well. We do have some road work here on Lakeview Avenue that'll be westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows saving pros time and money means getting the job done easier. Right now, get up to 50% off select composite decking and railing because Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's and Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace!
Are you ready for some football? Join us at your favorite Duffy Sports Grill on September 8th for the ultimate tailgate party to kick off the season and score big with games, giveaways, and fantastic new football features, including homemade fried pickles, gridiron nachos, pigskins 2 ways, and more, all paired with Duffy's 2-for-1 drinks. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a minute of the action. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember,
at Duffy's, our game is always on.
The only thing worse than hiring no law firm after your injury is hiring the wrong law firm. And there are so many of them. When thousands of people call us every year asking to help them change law firms and hire us instead, I wonder why they ever called the other firm in the first place. They were smart to switch before it was too late. You only get one day in court. You know who has the resources and results to fight to handle your claim. And the big insurance company on the other side, they know it too. They know us well. You have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to walk away. Walk our way. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. We are big for a reason, which is why we've recovered over $9 billion for our clients. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Attention boaters. This Labor Day weekend, be sure to watch out for marine life swimmers, paddlers, and dive flags while boating. Always have personal flotation devices readily available for everyone on board. Safe boating saves lives. This message is brought to you by the Marine Industries Association of Palm Beach County.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, are you having a good time?
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures will warm quickly into the middle and upper 80s this afternoon, though feeling close to 100 degrees. We'll see a chance for an isolated shower and thunderstorm as the sea breeze moves inland this afternoon. A shower chance overnight with temperatures in the upper 70s by Thursday morning.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Welcome back into The Penthouse on Real Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in on that FM dial. Maybe you're at work, listening on a smart speaker. Whatever it is, we appreciate you. And make sure you download that iHeartRadio app, because not only can you take us anywhere around the world, but you can also leave us a talkback. That's one of our really fun features. You just search for Real Radio 921, click on that microphone icon, and just like that, you can leave us a voice message. And make sure you're always tuned in at least, well, I mean, we want you to be tuned in all the time, but we have a few more days of giving away that trip to Las Vegas, Nevada for our iHeartRadio Music Festival. It's going to end this week, that opportunity. So not only do you get airfare, accommodations, ground transportation, passes to the iHeartRadio Music Festival. This is for two. We're also going to throw in $1,000. That next keyword is coming at you at 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. This is Franny. Good afternoon, Dom.
Hey there, Franny.
And good afternoon, G-Man.
Good afternoon, Francis.
There you are, Greek.
Yeah, back over to Francis for some fun facts about blenders.
It's Franny's Fun Facts. It's not about blenders. I typically like to base this around the whatever holiday it is. And this holiday, I actually had a couple glasses of this last night. Today is National Red Wine Day. Ooh.
What is your favorite red wine?
Like the kind of red wine, like the vineyard, or like the kind. It's
Either
like,
one.
I like a Cabernet.
Okay.
I like for reds. I'm
And
a
any
fan of a Cabernet.
brand that you like?
There's some. If I want to get fancy, I like Camus.
Camus. What is that a bottle? 100?
Camus, it's a lot. But if I also like Duckhorn is good.
Duckhorn?
Prisoner is good.
Camus? Well, how you spelling it?
Caymus.
No, somebody wanted to buy you a gift, and they asked me last
You can
night.
find a decent bottle of Camus, $70, something
Okay.
like that. But then,
But that's decent. We want
but,
good.
But then you go. I mean, but you go to a restaurant and they charge you like $200 for it.
Well, he might just show up tonight and give it to you.
But
As a
yeah,
gesture.
there's a lot of good.
All right.
a lot
If
of
you're
good red
listening,
wines.
Camus, Cabernet.
But like I said, I like Duckhorn is good too. There's a lot of. I'm not, and I will go to Trader Joe's and buy myself a $10 bottle of red wine. You know, there's some good ones out there that you can find cheap, and then some if you want to splurge.
Yeah, I
Spend
said you
some
got
good
enough
money.
to kill it up. When you said that.
And for white wines, I'm a Sauvignon Blanc girl, and I like them from Marlborough County, New Zealand.
So I like to write down. Wow. New Zealand.
New Zealand, Sauvignon Blanc. I like the crispy, like citrusy flavor of it. But we're talking about red wine today.
Yeah, let's go with the red wine.
All right, let's go red wine.
I don't think I'll mess that up.
So, some things you may or may not know about red wine, maybe while you're enjoying a glass right now.
Comes from red grapes?
Huh?
Does it come from red grapes?
So, there are, there's the grapes are related, right? You have Pinot Noir grapes, you have Cab grapes, but yes, they do come from grapes. Drinking red wine in smaller doses is better for you than not drinking at all. Might be a surprise, but several human trial studies have shown moderate red wine consumption to be better for you than not drinking any red wine. They say, well, why? The antioxidants found in red wine lower, they say, incidence of cardiovascular disease, mortality, and type 2 diabetes. Of course, if you drink more than you're supposed to, the benefits are replaced by increased health risks. So it's a nice balance you got to have with it. So they say, so do yourself a favor and drink red wine in moderation. Also, they say that the health benefits from red wine comes from the tannins. Pretty much everything in wine that's not alcohol or water is a type of polyphenol. if I'm saying that right, includes tannin, color pigment, wine aromas, resveratrol, and about 5,000 other plant compounds. The most abundant in wine for health reasons are the procyanidins. I'm going to probably mess this up. Procyanidins. I don't know if I'm saying that right, which are a type of condensed tannin also found in green tea and dark chocolate. They said that this compound is specifically associated with inhibiting cholesterol plaque in blood vessels, which is highly beneficial to heart health and longevity. So once again, have yourself a glass of red wine.
I might have one tonight.
They say some are better than others. Dry red wines are better than sweet wines. Red wines with lower alcohol, preferably below 13% ABV, are better than high alcohol wines. And red wines with higher tannins, those that are more astringent, are better than low tannin wines. So they say, for example, the one I like, Cabernet Sauvignon, has more condensed tannins than like a Pinot Noir.
So does that mean when you drink it, you're going to get tan?
That does not mean that.
Okay, because that'd be great. Then you drink a glass of red wine, you get tan. You're like, oh my God, I got a great tan. We at the beach? No, I was drinking red wine. They should think of something like that. Probably make billions of dollars.
Young red wines are better for you than old red wines. You know, we've been told for years that old wines are the best wines. You know, they've been aging here and there, but some wines actually taste better than well-aged. But when it comes to health aspects, old wine isn't as good. These young wines, these earlier bottles, they contain higher tannin levels than any other type of wine. And then G-Man with your grape thing, the color in red wine comes from the skin of the grape.
Oh, so I am right.
About what?
I don't know. About the big in front of red grape.
Of course, wine comes from grapes.
All right, I'm just asking.
It's not like...
Well, some people might not have known that.
Us things that we don't know.
Hey, how do you
He's
know?
like, I am right, see?
Maybe some people didn't know where wines came from.
Oh, goodness. Nearly all red wines come from one species of grape. Almost the most common red wine, including Cabernet, Syrah, Merlot, Pinot Noir, are just one species of grape. It's the Vitis vinifera. They said there's certainly other species used for wine, but this is the one that's most common. And then finally here, when it comes to National Red Wine Day, maybe you're going to enjoy yourself a glass tonight with some steak. That's one thing I like. I love to have a glass of red wine if I have a steak.
We can go to New York Prime tonight.
I don't have time.
I mean, maybe after the event. I know you're busy, but
I don't have time. The event's over at 9 something. I live in Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
all right, I'll go
lot.
alone.
All right, you go alone.
Okay, good. Great relationship, isn't it? See you at 10. I'll be there at 11. I'll be there at 9.
And then the grapes that are used for red wines are also used into white wines. They say because of color from the grape skins, right? Not the juice. So it's possible to make white wine out of red grapes. They just don't use the skins. It's what's the inside of the grape is. So the wine is made like white wine without contact to the skins. That's how you get some of those whites. And there you go for a National Red Wine Day.
Thank you so much, Francis. Great job. National Red Wine Day. Maybe get a glass and enjoy yourself tonight. Everything in moderation.
Mm-hmm. It's also, just to let you know, it is National Bow Tie Day, National Power Rangers Day, National Thoughtful Day, and if you want to buy one, and you absolutely can, National Radio Commercial Day, too.
Yeah, buy some ads. Yeah. Come on. Step it up, people. What are you doing? Get your name out there. So bow tie. Maybe I get some bow tie pasta tonight. Maybe I'll do that.
It's not bow tie pasta today.
Oh, it's just bow tie? Okay. It is the Greg, Francis, and Dominic. Jimmy is out on vacation. Should be back with us tomorrow.
Looks like he's having a great time. He's hitting up all kinds of things.
Good.
Yeah. Orlando.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
You said he went to White Castle, right?
He did. He went the other day. If you follow us on our Instagram at Real Radio 921, he tends to post some videos and photographs there too, so you can check out his adventures on his vacation.
That is awesome. Again, we gave out tickets to Korn today. Every day we give you guys something, a giveaway. It's always good. Concert tickets, gift card to New York Prime, maybe some sporting tickets, Universal, different things like that. We always try to take care of you guys because we do appreciate you.
New York Prime's tomorrow, by the way. That's the prize for tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Okay, nice.
Sweet.
Good.
So 47142, we got a couple texts here. It says, I don't know about 8:36, and maybe you're talking about the time where they say this is when you know you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
It's, I believe it was 8:26 a.m., but by 7:01, I know my workday will be crap, somebody said. Let's see, something that could ruin your day, putting too much trust in a fart. Okay.
A little weird. A little different.
Oh, my goodness. What can ruin my day is when the Penthouse is on reruns. What ruins my day? My boss's hot coffee breath in my face first thing in the morning. And I love this. If somebody tried to help me, I think they're just being funny how to pronounce that Frangione. But they don't say it's Frangione and pronounce Frangione. Like, they don't tell me how it's pronounced. They just said this, spelled the same word twice. So thank you. We also have, I used to date a stripper. She always smelled like Brasso. What is Brasso?
Brasso, is that like a
I don't know.
Lotion?
A cleaner?
I don't know.
Do you put on furniture?
For the, I was thinking maybe for the pole.
Maybe the pole. That's right.
A cleaner for the pole.
Yeah,
Brasso.
that's a good thing to give a stripper for the holidays. I bet you nobody does that. Hey, I got some cleaner for your pole. That'd be different. You want to
now
stand
you know,
out.
Greek.
Now you know. I mean, you want to stand out.
Things that can ruin your day. Everything mentioned in the song "Ironic," right? From Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Rain on your wedding day, a free ride when you've already paid, a traffic jam when you're already late, and so on. That's from Sarah.
Rain on a wedding day. I don't know. Some people say it's good luck. Some people say it's bad
No,
luck.
the only people who started that were just because they were like, it's raining on my wedding day. And so just to make people feel better. That's what I think. Then we have, I like any wine that comes out of a bag. All right. I know they had bag wine. I know they have boxed wine.
Yeah.
It says, did Jimmy run into Harold and Kumar? I don't know, from White Castle. Then let's see. One of the better New Yorker wines are, I want to go to Miami. Okay. Oh, I get it. New Yorker wines, get it. And then we have, hi, Franny. Whatever happened to Sharice? She was a trip to listen to. Did iHeart say she was too wild on the phone calls? She is missed. That's Steve of Boca, not Steve in Boca. No, Sharice actually has another gig in radio. So not with our company. So we don't want to promote her.
Yeah.
But she's on air. She's doing something in radio here in South Florida. I know that she's spinning the ones and twos, as G-Man likes to say, for a music station on air. So
We wish her all the luck in the world.
Yeah, you can find her on Instagram, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a very nice girl. She really is. And she was so honest.
I still stay in touch. Actually, she's working an event with me in Maryland, so we'll see each other soon.
I mean, she had one of the greatest lines ever when she said she watched porn when she drove in her car. I never heard that before by anybody. And that is just an amazing line. And that she was open enough to say it, not to care.
She was an open book.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, imagine you're at a light and you ballooned over and you see a hot girl and you're like, is she watching porn? Like that, wouldn't that flip you out? Like, you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's not, you wouldn't normally see that.
No way. Somebody watching porn while they're driving?
I mean, not to put it on you guys, but I bet you more guys watch porn driving than girls do.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be doing anything but driving.
Of course.
You should focus.
I understand that, but that's not reality.
I'm just saying. I mean, people flip
People are
out.
so distracted.
Yeah, people flip out from texting. You're watching porn and trying to hold the wheel and take care of yourself? That's a lot to do.
I feel like we've had Florida stories where that's happened. Where, like in my What the Florida, where people are busted doing all kinds of things while they're driving.
Crazy. Travis Kelce is with the Chiefs, and he's a 3-time Super Bowl winner. Guess what he is now? He just bought a racehorse. He does like horses. He's been at the Kentucky Derby a couple times, and it has a little bit of a tie to his girlfriend, who people, odds are in favor, say they're going to get engaged by the end of the year. Swift. Swifty Direction is the name of the horse that he bought. So Travis is now an owner of a horse. He's got the money because him and his brother just inked the deal for $100 million for their podcast. I cannot believe the money they got for that podcast. 3 years, $100 million. You don't even need football. I mean, after you start dating her, it was, forget it. I mean, like, football is almost becoming a hobby to him. I mean, it really is. For all the different things he's got planned, where he wants to get into acting and different things like that. Great tight end. He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. I mean, he's done it all, and he's still one of the best tight ends in football.
Well, according to one of these radio sites, it's Ozark Radio News, they claim that Travis Kelce will have 127 nationally aired TV ads. Did you know that?
Wow.
They said that is more than double any other player in the league. In the past 30 days, commercials featuring Travis Kelce have had 83,032 airings, more than anyone in the world.
Wow.
So, yeah, all across our country. I mean, I did not realize that. 127 nationally aired TV ads.
That's amazing.
That's nuts.
It is. He's definitely cashing in. There's no doubt about it. The whole family is. The mom got some Campbell stuff. She got a couple things. And also when they were in the Super Bowl against each other, it's rare that brothers play against each other. I think it was the first time ever two brothers played against each other. Brothers have played on the same team, but two brothers against each other, I think that's the first time they had it. But he's buying a horse now. We'll see if he's lucky in horse racing as he is in love and on the football field. But yeah, Swifty Direction is the horse that he purchased. A nice tie to it. I'm sure once he heard the name, he's like, all right, I'm going to buy this. There's no way I'm not going to do that. Channing Tatum. Everybody knows him from everybody knows him from all his movies and a lot of different things that he's done. Funny article about him that I read in 1999 and 2000. He hated doing laundry, so he bought white T-shirts every day. You heard the story? Yeah, he bought white T-shirts every day, so he didn't want to do laundry. But what I didn't understand about that is he didn't want to do laundry. What do you do about underwear and jeans? Like, did he not do that? Because he didn't say he bought underwear every day. I mean, he didn't say that, but. I mean, I could probably not do laundry for 2 years and not wear the same thing, probably. But man, that a whole year he bought but not expensive ones either. Like he wasn't wearing like Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, just regular ones. I forget what kind they were, but he said for a whole year he wore white T-shirts every time. Red carpet events every time he was out. Man, that is crazy. I mean, you would think he's a movie star. You can't get an assistant to do your laundry? Or have somebody pick your
that was, I mean, what'd you say, the 1999, 2000? So he was probably just up and coming at that time.
Yeah, I guess 24 years ago, you're probably right. Yeah. But he did tell the story. But Dom, you said you read it? You heard about it?
Oh, yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. I thought that was crazy. Whole year he didn't do it. He just, not that he couldn't afford laundry, he said he didn't like to do laundry. So he probably wore a T-shirt, tossed it. And then that was it. Whole year. Whew. Think you could do that?
I mean, yeah, if I was like,
if you had the money?
If I had the money, yeah, sure.
And Adam Sandler, people were talking to him about his fashion style, which is very unique. He always wears shorts, goofy socks, sneakers, and an oversized shirt. He says to hide his belly. But one thing I didn't realize with Adam Sandler, and a couple of my friends met him at the Boca Raton Beach Club, did you realize he's 6'6"?
What?
Yeah, Adam Sandler was 6'6" or 6'5".
I didn't realize he was that tall either.
He's big.
Really?
Yeah, my buddy met him.
Tall.
Yeah, a couple of
my husband's height.
Yeah, a couple of my friends met him, and they said, wow, is he tall? But in the article I read, it said he's 6'5", 6'6". I was like, wow. And I thought back to my pal who told me, and he was like, he's really tall, G. And I was like, wow. Like last weekend, Pete Davidson, he was at the cigar bar. He's like,
I know he's tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah.
And he's like 6'2", 6'3". But supposedly Adam Sandler's 6'5". I don't know if he is or not. He loves to play basketball.
Yeah, but no, they were poking fun of his style, and he said like his family, his daughters and wife were always just like, "Are you going to wear that?" And he said he basically just grabs whatever, puts it on, and he goes.
Yeah,
and he just leaves the house.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I was like that.
He looks like he's ready to play basketball at any time, any moment.
Right. Yeah, 3-on-3. Let's do it. Bang. My friends did say he was playing basketball in Boca. And he seems like such a regular guy, and he's got so much money from all his great success. They are coming out with Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah, but he said it does, when they were asking about his look, and he was like, it's really whatever's in the closet. Goofy shorts, basketball shoes, T-shirts, whatever. He said, it just happens. I don't really think it through. He just grabs his stuff and goes. He's like, there's sneakers. There's some goofy shorts. I wear this to cover this, he said, pointing, as you mentioned, to his stomach. And then he was like, and then I got this to cover more. Puts on his jacket over his T-shirt, also pointing at his stomach. So he said, whatever's in the closet, I grab it. I think I got a bunch of the same socks. Underwear is kind of similar too, so I grab it. I don't think about it. Most people in my family make fun of me, but I just keep moving.
He's got a good life, and he's been very successful. So you know what? Screw what anybody says. He's happy. But like I said, I read it. He was 6'5", and a couple of my friends said he was very tall. They didn't say 6'5", but man, 6'5" is tall. He could play basketball. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you want to call into the Penthouse. We were talking about what can ruin your day. How about we flip it for you? And go ahead, Dom.
I just want to say real quick, I Googled Adam Sandler's height, and it says 5'10".
Yeah, that's what it said too, 5'10" when I'm looking at it.
When you look on Google.
Yeah, that's why I was 6'5" was kind of shocking. Yeah, it says 5'10".
It's a big difference.
Yeah, it is big
and
difference.
some say 5'9" and 3/4. So, yeah, huge difference.
Yeah, my buddy said he was so tall.
How tall is your buddy? My height?
No, he's like 5'10", 5'9", like me.
So they would have been, yeah.
Yeah, he said he was so tall. Maybe he was banged up. Who the hell knows? I'll ask him. Happy Gilmore 2, if you want to get in there, they were having open auditions in New York. That would be cool to be involved in something like that. It really would be. Dom, I could see you doing that.
Even being an extra? Yeah, that'd be cool.
I could see you doing something like that. and then stop in and tell me you need a couple days off because you got to go to one of your fights. When are you going to find out if you're going to the big event in Vegas?
They're usually about a week or two before. They're pretty late on letting you know.
That is great. I'm excited for you, Bo. I hope you get to go. That'll be so much fun. You got to do some videos there.
Oh, yeah, I will.
And check it out. That is crazy. And I just got I got a text message from our boss who said Sandler is 5'10". Greek, get your head out of you-know-what. Also, he knew I got a ticket. What a great boss I have. He said he would represent me in court.
That was nice.
That was so nice of him. And I actually think there's a part of him, he cares a little bit about me. The rest of the company, no. They just take advantage of me all day long. But him, I feel like he really cares. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you want to get involved in a Penthouse on a Monday. Big event for us this weekend. The Rock is going to be in town. So maybe you might see him walking around and be like, is that The Rock? And Coach Saban, former coach of Alabama, going to be here with a Vault Entertainment Group. Great event. And these guys are going to be here all weekend long. So it'll be cool. Check them out.
I have a funny story, and this is how you definitely know that your coworkers don't like you. So there is a dude in Colorado who's not only his coworkers aren't a fan, but he's actually lucky to be alive. They said, wow. I love this. It starts with, tell me everyone at work hates you without telling me they hate you. So 15 coworkers scaled a mountain in Colorado last Friday, Friday, as part of a team building exercise. Mount Shavano, 100 miles southwest of Denver. The summit is over 14,000 feet, but not everyone did the whole thing, and a few people hung back, so there were two groups, except for one guy who ended up doing the last leg all by himself. They said he made it to the top fine, but he ended up getting lost on his way down after everyone left and took all their gear with them. They left stuff along the path to guide them back like a trail of breadcrumbs, but they took it with them when they left. So when they left him by himself, he had no other way to find his way back there. Oh. They said he made it to the top around 11:30, then got turned around. So he dropped a pin, texted it to his coworkers, and they told him he was going the wrong way. He said he sent another pin, and he was going the right way at this point. Then there was a big storm that hit with high winds and freezing rain. He got disoriented from the storm, which cut off his cell service. But his coworkers didn't care, and no one told search and rescue about him until 9 p.m.
Wow.
So tell me your coworkers hate you without telling me your coworkers. So this was a team building exercise, and the team was like, we can't deal with you anymore. Bye-bye. We're leaving. And left him up this summit.
That's terrible.
To find his way back.
God forbid that the guy could have friggin' died.
Oh, of course.
I mean, even if you don't like somebody, you don't do that.
No.
What a bunch of school buddies.
No, the guy is lucky. He is okay.
Yeah.
He got his, like I said, this was at night. He got his cell service back around 10 a.m., was able to call that was the next day. Call 911. By the time they found him, he'd been on the mountain for over 24 hours. He couldn't walk. He told them he'd fallen at least 20 times. So they stretched him out, got him to the hospital. They say he's lucky his phone didn't die, or they probably wouldn't have found him in time.
How much did they all hate him for that?
Yeah, right.
He's got a good lawsuit.
Yeah.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
If the company took him out
it's a company trip, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sad that nobody helped him.
Yeah.
Those people should be ashamed.
And didn't even call search
Exactly.
and rescue.
He's got a lawsuit right there waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They eventually did. It took some
9
time,
o'clock.
but yeah.
That's a shame. I mean, if you don't like somebody, it's part of life. There's some people who like you and don't like you.
You don't go back to work, right? Like, I'm not. And that's the thing. Of course, they said that
maybe missed the
next unfortunate event might cause some awkward encounters at the office, but I don't want to see these people. Like, there's no way I want to go and face these people who left me basically to die on a mountain.
That sucks.
Oh, yeah.
That's an emotional scar for life. I'll represent him. I got a new blazer. Love to wear to the court. Your Honor, my client today is seeking, what do you want? How much you want? Man, that is sad that people could be that friggin' mean. Like, the guy could have died on a mountain.
We have a lot of people here. Adam Sandler, 5'10". Adam Sandler, 5'10". Come on, Greek. The height is wrong. G, Adam Sandler, 6'5", and he couldn't take Bob Barker. Is G on something? I've met Adam Sandler twice, and he's like my height, like 5'11", just saying.
I got to look this up because there was an article.
We're telling you, we looked it up.
No, I said I have to look up the article that said and that he was that tall. And then my friend said he was tall,
I
too.
thought you said your buddy said
Yeah, he did.
And then we have Greek. What are your thoughts on the Cubs-Pirates game?
No opinion on that. Focused totally on college football. Again, we have a service for people. It's not open to the public where I pick games, so I'm just focusing on that. and working that out. Last week we had Georgia Tech, but I do give the games on the radio, so I just want everybody to win and have a good time. Remember, if you're betting, you should always bet with the Hard Rock app. That's the only place you can bet legally in the state of Florida, and that is your best opportunity to enjoy gambling and have a good time with sports betting and college football this weekend. Come on, one time. Dom, you get the games. I always throw them to you.
Go Colorado.
I don't know about that game. I don't know. It's a Thursday night isolated game. I don't want to do that. It's like going on a date the first time in the first hour. You got to get a big tab.
All the dudes at College Game Day pick Colorado. So.
Yeah, I would go the other way. Should have.
They also all picked FSU. So I guess.
Should have went the other way in another area 2 years ago. Have about another $1.5 million in the bank. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
He said, "Can you please return the $1,800 that I mistakenly sent to your account via Zelle?" If the person on the other end doesn't do anything, are they in trouble? Like if I accidentally send C-Lane $2,000 via Venmo, try it out. I think that's a good point. I'm not taking part in this experiment.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, and $1,000.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
September 20th and 21st.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
You have to see this to believe it.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Drive times on I-95 up to speed. Turnpike accident-free, looking good along our expressways. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Every day, a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Just text the word radio to 83393.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes. Yeah.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
Got a car to sell? Hey, it's Franny, and whether it's your daily driver, classic muscle car, or even a whole collection, GimmeTheVin.com wants it. Skip the hassle of dealerships and lowball offers. At GimmeTheVin.com, just enter your VIN or license plate and get a top dollar offer in minutes. They'll even beat a CarMax offer or pay you $100. Plus, you can visit one of their locations or have them come to you. Sell your car the easy way with America's best car buyer, GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Shh. Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny Final Expense Insurance.
Shh. Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your Insurance Super App. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
When a hurricane hits, it's best to be prepared. That's why for the past 28 years, StormSmart has over 100,000 Florida product installations. Our innovative storm catcher screens and aluminum shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart can protect every opening of your home. At StormSmart, we take pride in living and working in the same communities we serve because smart is going with a proven and trusted solution. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Bush Loaded, the greatest hits tour. Friday, August 30th, Hard Rock Live. With special guests, Jerry Cantrell and Candlebox. Tickets on sale now at myhrl.com or Ticketmaster.com. Bush Loaded, the greatest hits tour. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Yep.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. That's because so much of your personal info is out of your control, like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information's vulnerable. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Car accident? Call Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather at 500-HELP. Help is just a local phone call away.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a hot one for us as we go through our Wednesday. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100, though, when you factor in that humidity. Now, some scattered thunderstorms are going to continue to move through the area. Pushing further inland, though, closer to the evening hours. And overnight, there could be a few coastal showers with a little morning rain to start your Thursday. Back near 90 again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We have officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now, it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourself. Francis and I are hosting a big charity event. We'll give you some more information tonight. That's going to be at the Beer Garden in downtown Boca.
Can I join?
You can come by.
Of course you can.
Are you in the area?
No, I'm just kidding.
Don't get me excited. Jimmy's on vacation, but Dominic's here doing a fantastic job. I'm giving him an A+ on effort and ability, and you're just doing a great job.
Thanks, Greek.
Yeah, I really do appreciate it. I didn't even think once all week you weren't going to show up. I really didn't, because then you would have got fired.
Yep.
Franny's here.
Hi. What's going on? And that event, you can go to aacy.org. That's where we're going to be at. Starts at 6:30 tonight. This is at the Beer Garden in Boca Raton. But if you have not heard about this charity, man, they do fantastic work. This is American Association of Caregiving Youth. And what they do, well, they are, they help families, kids, anybody. Well, and she said specifically, right, there was a certain age of children.
I think it was 6th grade, or am I mistaken?
Yeah. So, a lot of these kids have to be thrown into almost like an adult style role where they have to be the caretakers of their family, and sometimes having to do that and then also deal with life and school and even feeding yourself and cooking, like it can be a lot. So they do a lot of things to help these kids who end up having to be caregivers just in their youth, which is unfortunate. But they said, over 5.4 million caregiving youth in the United States. Caregiving youth are young people ages 18 and under who provide significant assistance or care to a family with chronic illness, disability, mental health conditions, frailty due to age, all kinds of stuff. So tonight's event is to raise money for that. And what they're doing, it is game night. Starts at 6:30, and they are doing like a Family Feud style game night that is going on. I love Family Feud. It's going to be a lot of fun. So G-Man and I will be there as kind of some of the MCs, right? Or hosts.
Yeah, and we have the questions right here, sealed. Not allowed to look at them, but right here, we got them.
Right.
So we're very excited about that. And Franny's going to help me because, I'll mess up all the questions. And they'll be like, you didn't say that.
I think that's the only reason why you invited me, so I can help you out with the question.
That's so not true. I invited you for many reasons.
I feel like that's really true.
Yeah. G-Man's like, I can't read a script. Here, you do it. You're like, I'm better off the cuff.
I want you there.
You're there to be off the cuff. I'm there to, read what they gave us.
But yes. I enjoy spending time with you. Are you kidding me? Right. And I always want you to be involved. You kidding me? It's just, I'm looking forward to this. This is like a big evening for me. We're going to go to a trifecta.
Sounds good.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
Want the questions? All right. Guess what's going on? The U.S. Open is going on. That's what's going on so far. And it is the biggest tennis event in America. I mean, it's like the Super Bowl. It's a great event to go to if you ever get the privilege to go to. I went to it years ago. It is so cool. It is really, it's just the excitement. I'm not a big tennis guy, but when I went to the U.S. Open a couple of times, I really felt it, and it's cool. It's going on for the next 10 days. Excited to see who's going to win. And the prize money went up this year. $3.6 million goes to the winner of the men and the women. NFL, Dolphins, Odell's going to miss the first 4 games. He's not playing. Dolphins say that they were well aware he was injured. They're not surprised by this, but he'll jump in game 5 for the Dolphins. We'll see what happens. The Dolphins open up next week, and they're home against the Jaguars. And then 4 days later, they are playing the Bills. So they got 2 games in 4 days, and that's going to be tough on them. It really is. It's not going to be a walk in the park. College football is back this week. Everybody's playing. Last week, there was just a little taste with Florida State and Georgia Tech, but everybody's on the docket this week. And if you are a Florida Gator fan, listen right here on Real Radio, because the Gators will take on the Canes, Canes. It's going to be a big game. 3:30, it kicks off. 12:30 is the pregame. You can hear it on Real Radio. And don't forget, if you like the Dolphins, 101.7, we are the home of the Dolphins up in the Treasure Coast. Love TC, baby, Treasure Coast. Appreciate all you guys. And that's where you could hear the Dolphins. And that is your lunchtime trifecta. So, Franny, I know you have a little bit of a tip. You try to help guys all the time about possibly saying, I don't want to say hitting on, but maybe breaking the ice with a woman so you don't seem a little creepy.
Yeah, try not to be creepy. Don't carry around dog treats if you don't have a dog.
Yeah, that one.
People. I wasn't on the list. I'm adding that to the list.
I was just being nice. Because, if somebody has a dog and you offer the dog treats, did you think that was creepy, Dom?
I think I was the one that brought it up. Yeah.
Really? I don't see it as creepy.
If you're not aware, National Dog Day was a couple days ago, and G-Man thought he was like, hey, you know what? Good idea, good icebreaker. If you see somebody like Starbucks, you think she's hot, and she's got a dog with her, just give her, offer her dog some dog treats. And we're like, well, it's kind of weird if you don't have a dog of your own that you're just carrying around dog treats to give to random people's pets.
Well, you got to tell her. Obviously, she's going to know you just want to bang her. That's why you're giving her dog treats.
Oh, so you say that up front, too?
Yeah, you just throw it out there. So that's why I have
helps.
dog treats. What do you think? I'm just carrying around dog treats?
Got it.
All right.
All right. Well, that would be a way to approach a woman to sound creepy. I'm going to tell you ways not to.
It's a show.
And this is according to a Reddit thread. So these are real people who are really talking about things that they've done and that they say are ways to approach a single woman without being creepy. And a lot of these are, as G-Man likes to say, tongue-in-cheek. A post called Single Women of Reddit. What's the best way to approach you without coming off as creepy, somebody asked. And these are some of the top responses to help you make a connection without looking like a desperate loser, they say.
Wow. That one really went in a bad direction.
Yeah, they say creepy equals making the interaction sexualized from the start.
I just want to meet a friend.
You just said, I'm trying to bang you. That's why. So creepy equals
At the end of the day, isn't that what everybody's trying to do if you're being reality? You're taking a girl out to dinner, you're hoping to bang her.
From the start, making the interaction sexualized from the start equals creepy is what they're saying.
Okay, so you got to lie.
Be friendly, not flirty to start. One good rule of thumb, if you wouldn't be comfortable saying the same thing to a man you've never met before, then don't say it to a woman, is what they claim.
Nice ass.
When giving compliments... When giving compliments, so there's actually women who are answering. When giving compliments, focus on things we have control over versus the things we don't. A compliment on my hairstyle or makeup or the t-shirt I'm wearing will always be more welcome than a compliment on the size or shape of my body. Make sense?
Yeah, I would. So could you say to somebody, those are nice shoes?
Yes, that's what they said. My makeup, shirt, whatever. Compliment of that is something better than they said things, you really can't. What they say, compliments focus on things we control over things that we won't or don't. Let's see. Time and place is the biggest ones. Listen, headphones are a universal symbol of I don't want to be bothered right now, especially at the gym. Yeah. And that's coming from me saying especially at the gym. They said if I'm actively dancing with my friends, yelling in my ear on the dance floor is not the place. If I'm walking through a desolate park, I will feel alarmed to have a man I don't know approach me. So also know the time and place of when to approach somebody.
How about if you see somebody in a store shopping and you're shopping in the same store? Do you think that'd be inappropriate if you said something to them nice?
I don't think so. It doesn't here. But yes, a desolate park, like if a woman's jogging on her own and you want to hit on her, probably not the time, place to do it if there's nobody else around. She's going to start running faster thinking that you're going to attack her.
Hey, where you going?
Yeah.
I just got started. Come back. Come back.
Yeah.
I want to buy you coffee.
Step 1, somebody says, make eye contact. If she reciprocates, proceed. If she avoids your eyes or turns away, abort mission. Also, somebody said, best advice I can give is be in the right place. Anywhere a woman has to be, bus stop, waiting room, in line, out doing chores like grocery shopping, leave her alone or read the room real quick. They said women are just people. Approach them like people. Make small talk. If you're at an event, party, bar, whatever, talk about that. Don't overthink it. Just start a conversation like you would with anybody. If that goes well, then you ask for her phone number, according to this woman. And then... one person says, do you have a boyfriend? Should not be the first words out of your mouth.
Really? Ooh.
Which I guess some people just want to get it out of the way. Like, why am I going to waste my time if you do?
See, you're being honest. I like that.
I'm saying that's according. These are
or are you married?
These are according to women. Yes, these are their opinions.
What do you think of these, Dom? What do you feel more appropriate with saying to a girl? Do you have a boyfriend? How about if you said, wow, you're so attractive, you caught my eye, and you must have a boyfriend or a husband who's probably the luckiest guy around?
All the above.
And then if she says, believe it or not, I'm single, you go, Eureka!
Bingo!
It's Mega Millions! What do you like at a Miami, Florida game this weekend?
I think Miami's going to take it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was saying that to the girl. I was trying to question it out to her.
I thought he was asking.
Yeah,
that was confusing. I get it.
What is a good opening line you have? How much? Face. He starts. You can laugh in the mic.
I like just being kind of just hanging out straight up, not really the line type of person.
Like people say supermarkets all the time, like Publix or Home, but I don't know. Like somebody's shopping. It seems like a lot of times they're on a mission. They got their list on the phone or whatever it is.
I think like Franny said, I'm more of like a compliment guy. Just quick compliment, just to break the ice.
Yeah, like those are beautiful shoes. I like to get them for my mom who's really sick.
Oh,
That's a little too layered. Just beautiful shoes is nice enough. That's all. That's it.
I got a week to live, and I was hoping you'd be my last dinner date. How about that? That's not bad.
there you go.
I mean, that's something. 877-927-6969. Don't ever want to seem creepy or anything like that. So just, and always be respectful.
Yeah, and something creepy that has happened, we never talked about this. I've had this story for a bit, was a guy who worked at an airport, and this is not what you do, especially if you work at an airport, if you want to hook up with a girl. So this one woman was talking about how she received a text that from a guy who worked at the airport that got her phone number from her luggage tag.
Oh, God.
Yes.
That's pretty bad.
It is, right? But it's made me think because a lot of us have luggage tags on
Do
there.
you have one?
Yeah, of course.
Is your number on there?
Yes, of course.
Is
And
it
it's
really?
like in big Sharpie, too. Yeah.
What's your number? Wow, you got to think of that even then. Like, you can't even travel. Well, I never check a bag. I haven't checked a bag in 25 years. I did one time. Last time I did it got stolen. And I ended up having to go in court against Continental Airlines. It was such a blank show.
Yeah, so this woman went to TikTok to talk about it, and she said that, yeah, she found it to be quite interesting, and it was really uncomfortable when she said she was sitting there, and she said, I'm sitting there on my layover, and I get a text. Hey, Kristen. And she was like, which that's not even, my name is what she said. She continues by reading the text, which is visible. And screenshot says, my name is Nate. I saw you and I thought you were so beautiful, so I had to find a way to talk to you. I saw your number on your luggage tag and decided to text you. I promise it isn't as weird as it seems. Give a guy a chance? Question mark.
Well, at least he was honest. You give him that. You do give him that. But it is crossing a line, and he's taking advantage of a situation, so that's not good. Did he get fired?
She said, first of all, he spelled my name wrong. Second of all, if he wanted to talk to me so badly, why didn't he just come up to me and talk to me like a normal human being instead of texting me? Like, this just feels like such an invasion of privacy. I have no idea who this guy is. I didn't notice a guy looking at me or anything. So she speculates also about potential safety concerns. My address is on my luggage, so he could potentially know where I live now. And she said, PSA to everyone out there, turn your luggage tag inside out so your personal information isn't visible.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't really think of because even if it's inside out, let's say your luggage gets lost or whatever, they can still access it
Sure.
if they look at the luggage card. So that's pretty smart.
Dom, remember that when you go to Vegas. Well, watch your luggage tag.
Put it inside out so you
Put
don't
it
get creepy texts.
You don't get texts from guys.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are you doing? Going to
I
the
put an
fight?
air tag in my luggage now.
That is so smart to do. It truly is.
No, what does that do? So you can track it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I can know when my luggage gets on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
To a point, I
That's
could
awesome.
watch it go through the airport and come to the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Very,
Yeah.
very, very smart to do. I've heard a lot of people doing that.
That's
I know.
good.
I think it's JetBlue. Is it JetBlue or is it Delta? I know that there was one airline that I flew recently where they tell you where your bag is too.
That's cool.
Yeah, if it made it on the plane.
I think
or
it's
that-
Delta because I
Is it
flew Delta recently too.
Okay.
That's great. It really
But
is.
the air
good.
tag is smart.
Yeah, nice device that you have, and you feel safe, I'm sure, knowing what it is and when it's going to come out, that you're there waiting for it, which is great. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. What can make a day good? How about if you play a scratch-off lottery ticket and you win more than you purchased it for? That could be a good day. Maybe you spend $20 and you win 40. You're like, all right, this isn't a bad day. Maybe your boss calls you up and says, you're doing a great job, and we can't thank you enough. That could be a great job, a great day. Maybe your significant other says, tonight I'm going to treat you and make you something great for dinner, and then we're going to go out on the town, and it's all on me.
Which means it's back. It's actually probably on you, right?
Yeah, in a way. Maybe there's a baseball game you bet in the afternoon, you win. That could be a good day. Or there's a horse you hit at Gulfstream Park in the afternoon. That can make it a good day.
What is the name of Travis Kelce's horse again?
I think it's Swifty Direction.
So somebody says the name of the horse that Travis Kelce has invested in is Swiss Delivery, not whatever Greek said.
All right, whatever.
All right. I got a text saying it's Swift Delivery.
Oh, I thought it was Swifty Direction.
Yeah.
Maybe. It was 5:30 this morning when I read it.
This show's not facts. You got to understand that.
You've learned that in 3 days.
Yeah.
We want people to get involved.
What's this we?
I mean, Fran doesn't want nobody to get involved? This is me. I stand alone. Like everything on iHeart. I am by
He
myself.
makes mistakes on purpose, so you'll get involved. That's
Simple.
what he does. It's just simple. It's simple.
Because you feel better when you're helping somebody in life. We all do. You know, it's a part of our, our personality. Like, oh, man, I'm helping a person out. They got a flat tire.
Like Franny helping you tonight.
Yeah. Franny is helping me tonight. I asked her to be involved in this charity event. She's always very giving for any charity. She's like that. And I thought it'd be great if she showed up. And she said, you know what? I'll clean my calendar for you and come by.
Just clean the whole thing out.
Clean it out. Clear it.
Cleared it.
Yeah. And Ronnie is a good friend of mine, the owner of Strikes.
No, they're
for You.
Great. Great people.
Great people. They've supported us for years with Greek Gridiron. They're bringing us back again. Can you believe it? Oh, my God.
Shocked.
You're such a wise ass. You're on fire today. We're going to have Adam stop by from Vault Entertainment in the 1 o'clock hour. He's going to join us for a few minutes. And we're going to talk about this big event this weekend with The Rock in town at West Palm Beach. The Rock, man, one of the biggest movie stars in Hollywood, bar none. And talk about Instagram, how many followers he's got. He's got millions of people. And Coach Saban, you might not like him, former coach of Alabama, because maybe you're a Gator fan and you don't like him. And I know a lot of people still bring up the friggin' Dolphins when he left years ago. I hear that from people. Yeah, I still hear it from people. And I'm like, there's more to that story. You know what? He wanted Drew Brees, and they said no. And that was the start of him leaving. And the guy went and had a fantastic career. I think he's got 7 national titles. I think he has one with LSU. But, yeah, he's going to be at this convention, too. And a couple other people are going to be there speaking. And it's going to be a great event.
I'm sorry, when is the date of that convention? Or
I think it's September 1st through the 4th.
Oh, okay. So it kicks off this week.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sunday?
Yeah, I think so. Adam will be here, hopefully, and he can tell us more about it. But I do think, it's September 4th through 7th.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And it's going to be very cool. A lot of, like I said, The Rock and Nick Saban are the headliners. I would like to hear Nick Saban speak. Obviously, I think I saw he did a special cameo on Hard Knocks. When it comes to football, he's there. He's got a great mind. Talking about the players, getting the most out of them, rookie quarterbacks. I find them to be interesting. I always have. And again, the guy's brilliant for what he accomplished and how many years he had great success at Alabama. And I think college football is going to miss him. You know what? Yep. I really do. I think he's one of those guys that, he brought a lot to the game. And he had so many fans that loved him, but he had a lot of people who,
I won't miss him.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said, I won't miss them.
No, you're a Georgia fan.
We get to see him during college game day. That's enough for me.
But the other thing now, it's like changed a little because now Georgia's the top dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah. So I'm saying.
That's why I will miss him.
Yeah. I don't know. But years ago, it was like they were number one. You'd be like, I would think more then. You'd be like, oh, get rid of them. But now, Alabama wasn't the top dog. It's Georgia. It really is.
They're saying good things about their new coach. What's DeBoer?
Yeah.
What's his name? Yeah. I've heard good things about him too, and a young guy. So
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they make the playoff, and I
do.
And if
12 teams, you don't think Alabama will make it?
No, I don't. It's just I bet it that they don't make it. Okay. There's 5 teams automatic bids are gone, and then 7 with the best records. I think they're going to have 3 losses at least, maybe 4. We'll see. Just an opinion. Everybody's
of course, and in your opinion, you know what you're talking about. So.
Yeah, I just don't think they're going to have the same team. They lost a lot of guys, too, in the portal that transferred out. That's a big thing. So we'll see. Maybe they'll do great, but I see them losing at least 3 games.
You see they're thinking about getting rid of the spring portal time?
Yeah, yeah, they should. It's too much right now. It's just the kids just blink and they leave. And I think it's too hard on the coaches and the programs that every day you got to worry about a kid leaving. And even last week, the coach of Oklahoma State said, every time they come in, I want more money. I want more money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it should be like, hey, this is what's wrong with sports. Like, you sign a deal. You can't do that in your job.
Yep.
We all get paid a certain amount of money. You can't go in every way. I want more money. They're like, no. And that's killing sports.
You can,
but it's not going to work.
Yeah, they're going to say no most of the time.
They're going to say get out.
Yeah.
But that's killing sports. And also the kids transferring. You're going to have kids.
No, it sucks. I hate the way that college is now.
Yeah, you're going to have kids playing, for 4 different teams. There's going to be no loyalty. At all. And then also the negotiation, like they said even last year, started in the middle of the season. Like guys were like, I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Alabama or I'm going to Auburn. I'm going to UCLA. I ain't worried about this. You couldn't do that before. There's a happy medium for everything in life. I think you can transfer once during your college eligibility years. Just once. 2-3 times, I think it's going to be even more chaos. And I also think the money's going to get out of crazy. There'll be kids that'll want to stay in college because they'll make more in college than they do in the NFL's first contract.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's why would you stay? I mean, why would you go? All right, I'll go another year later or 2 years later, but I'm going to stay here and I'm going to get paid tons of money. So, I mean, it's not a perfect system. It never has been with the NCAA, but I think this one is way out of bounds.
I saw a video yesterday, and it was the Longhorns, and there was a bunch of kids there that just had Lamborghinis parked outside the football facility.
Yeah. I mean, they always had cars and stuff like that, but they had to hide it. This year, the Georgia quarterback.
No, Carson Beck has a $300,000 Lamborghini.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just absolutely insane.
Yep.
The money that these kids have.
And I think it's also going to be harder to coach them because before a lot of it was, you stick with us. We're going to put the good in work with the NFL. You'll get your payday. Now these kids got money already.
Well, they say stay humble, kids.
It's hard when they're making that money. That
I
kid from
know.
Georgia is also dating one of the twins from Miami.
Yeah, the basketball player twins.
Yeah. So, I mean,
the
everything's
Honey
coming up
Blondes.
roses for him.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Manziel had an NIL deal?
He practically already did.
Yeah.
It just nobody knew
On
about it.
down low, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Manziel and Johnny C used to point this out all the time. It was such a great point. They used to show him all over the place drinking. He wasn't 21.
That's true.
Everywhere.
They don't
Vegas.
care though. I mean, all these college kids playing about ball or drinking at clubs, and they treat them like royalty. They're like, come on in.
That's right, because they want
ID?
more.
Oh,
Don't
nobody
worry
cares.
about it.
Yeah, we're fine.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday, having a good day. I got a ticket this morning. That sucks, but I'm over it. We'll be back.
Sounds like it.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to give you $1,000 and send you to Vegas, baby. We're giving you a round-trip airfare to Las Vegas, a 2-night hotel stay, and we'll give you 2 tickets to both nights of our iHeartRadio Music Festival. And oh yeah, $1,000 too. Listen for the keywords to text every weekday at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Drive times on I-95 up to speed. Turnpike accident-free, looking good along our expressways. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more. All at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's and Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, CMO Hyundai Motor America, discusses measuring audio.
The measurement capability within audio, I think, surprised all of us. We have seen a huge return on our investment. Seeing real numbers has helped us continue to invest.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the data, audiences, and influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients, for you? It means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army, almost 800 lawyers alone. That army includes an entire legal team, specialist lawyers, investigators, and a 24/7 client satisfaction staff. Just like if you were going into surgery, you wouldn't trust one person to handle the paperwork, the scheduling, the anesthesia, and the surgery. Have you ever seen a surgeon operating alone and without resources? No way. Why would you trust a small firm with your case? Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
As fall approaches, you have a lot to prepare for. Back to school, sporting events, family gatherings, and staying on top of your health. The virus that causes COVID-19 continues to evolve. So this fall, no matter what you're prepping for, you can prioritize your family's health and make a game plan for COVID-19 vaccination. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Yep.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, are you having a good time?
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a hot one for us as we go through our Wednesday. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100, though, when you factor in that humidity. Now, some scattered thunderstorms are going to continue to move through the area. Pushing further inland, though, closer to the evening hours. And overnight, there could be a few coastal showers with a little morning rain to start your Thursday. Back near 90 again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio has your shot at $1,000 and a VIP trip to Vegas for our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword LUCKY to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info, standard data, and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's LUCKY to 200-200. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Hello. Welcome back into the Penthouse. What is going on? Thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Wednesday. It is a WWGD day. Maybe we'll find out what Greek would do after his final trifecta, but we appreciate you tuning in. And hopefully you were tuned in just now because Rover from our morning show, Rover's Morning Glory, just gave you a keyword. And that keyword can get you to Las Vegas for our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. This is Franny. Good afternoon. Of course, good afternoon to Dom. What's going on?
Hey, Franny. And that keyword, I believe, was lucky.
Ooh, there you go. Lucky. So if you're feeling lucky, text lucky to 200-200, and you could be on your way to Las Vegas. What's going on, G-Man?
What's happening, Francis? It is the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1, and we do have our special guest. We're getting everything set up today with us. Adam's going to join us. in a couple seconds right now as he's getting his headphones on from Vault Entertainment.
Value,
excuse me. We're a little bit crazy because some people are just a little late sometimes, but we're getting it going right now. Can you hear it?
Am I on the Greek right now?
You're not on the Greek. You're on the radio.
Am I on real radio?
If you were on me, I think you would know it.
Oh, listen, if this interview goes well, I might get on you. How you doing, Greek?
I'm doing good, buddy. What's up?
Dude!
It's great to see you.
We're back, baby.
We're back.
People are like, who the hell is this guy?
Hey, we're back. Good to see you. And you brought your associate?
Yes.
Now, do you work with Adam, too?
Yes. She is the Francis to my Greek.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so she does everything.
Yeah. Everything. Who's this guy?
This is Dominic.
This is the Dominic I've been hearing all about?
Yeah, this week,
All
yes.
right, Dominic.
Dominic's a good man. So tell us what's going on.
Brother, let's start with what you got going on, and let me fill in the gaps.
Okay. I'm just doing my show, getting by, trying to, enjoy society. You guys were nice enough to have me at your event Friday night.
Yeah, well, you were nice enough to come. I mean, people were freaking out. The Greek showed up.
It was a great event. You guys do a really class act, the whole thing.
Thank you.
A lot of people showed up.
Yeah.
Now tell people what you actually do, because you do like a podcast weekly, right?
Yeah.
With everybody.
So our company is called your iHeart Media.
Yeah.
iHeart Radio.
Yeah.
We are Valuetainment.
Okay.
And our founder is a guy named Patrick Bet David. You know, PBD is what he goes by.
Yeah.
And we are the number one. We started off as the number one YouTube channel in the world for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
That's how it all started. This whole little YouTube thing kind of started taking off. And then this whole podcast thing started taking off. So we were sort of on the ground floor in all this.
Now, did you ever have aspirations to do radio, or not radio, but doing podcasts yourself?
I don't know if you know, Greek. In 2002, 2003, my first job out of college was this building right here. And I was selling airtime.
I know
then I would
that,
do part-time radio.
Oh, but I didn't know you really had any aspirations to be on the air.
Well, I forgot.
You're not on your podcast.
I know. We're not on the YouTube.
Yeah, you're not on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, the reality is after I left here after, I think 2 years I was working here. And
Are you having problems with headphones?
I'm having a little problems with the headphones, but we're going to figure this thing out.
All right, good.
We're good now. And I'm from Miami.
Yes.
I didn't necessarily want to be living in West Palm. No disrespect. I love you guys out here in West Palm. 561-954-305, though.
Yeah.
I think, what is Port St. Louis? 772?
Yeah,
we're out here, baby.
You got it.
And I said, listen, let me go back to Miami and kind of go back to my roots. But I always loved and appreciated my first job out of college experience that I had with you. With our boy J-Mac.
Oh, yeah, J-Mac, yeah.
With the girls,
Oh, yeah.
Monique. If Monique hears this, she's going to freak out.
Yeah.
Claire. So my first job, I worked for Real Radio. I didn't work for the Gator. I didn't work for Wild Night.
You're in sales.
It was ZZR.
Yeah.
You guys still ZZR?
Yeah, we're still ZZR.
The Love Docs.
Yeah, 20 years later.
The Love Docs still doing their thing?
No, Love Docs are gone. They're retired.
Okay. Well, they deserved it.
They were great.
Johnny C.
Yeah, well,
Josh Cohen. Okay, you know the deal. Your listeners are probably like, "Yeah, buddy, we get it. We get it."
So how did you get to where you are today, which is at a very great level?
Paying people a lot of money.
I believe that.
No, so I moved down to Miami and I got into the Miami nightlife scene, where I knew a lot of people. I grew up in Miami. What happened was I realized that being a club promoter and being a nightlife,
has a shelf life.
It has a shelf life.
Yeah.
And, you get paid in good times, drink tickets. I was doing stand-up comedy at the time.
I do remember that.
Yeah. You know, turns out not too funny.
No, yeah. But you got a decent personality.
You got to learn the hard way. Is this only audio?
Right now?
It's not video. They're not seeing how pretty I look today.
Yeah, we have the video we got to set up.
All
But
right,
again,
fine.
you came a little late, so we're running behind.
Don't worry.
If you were on time, we wouldn't have been able to set this up.
Is this black and white TV? What's going on there, guys?
No, you're on right now.
Anyway, shout out to everybody that loves ZZR. So I said, listen, here's the deal. At some point, the fun and games are done. You got to actually start making some money. And as people know, that's how this kind of world works. We're in America, capitalism.
Yeah.
Follow the money, So I actually took a job in Boca, starting as a cold caller at a financial firm.
Okay.
The financial firm is called Welcome Funds.
Okay.
They're here in Boca. They still exist. I've been working there 18 years. We're one of the biggest life settlement brokerages, the biggest life settlement brokerage in the world. People are like, what the hell is that? But I learned after 10 years going from 25 and broke, crashing on friends' couches, to 35, oh my God, I'm a millionaire, that I learned some valuable lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And I made some amazing connections because more than anything in this world, if you take anything from this podcast, the essence of life, of business, of everything is relationships. That's the reason I'm on Greek Show 20 years later.
Well, I think what people don't realize, and I think it's more this generation, that relationships, because everything is, I'll send you a text, everything is, you know what, this and that, but nobody looks at relationships. At the end of the day, relationships do change you and may help you and open so many doors.
I say, now that I'm 43 years old, I've been doing this for a little while, 20 years of doing whatever, I say there's the 3 R's of life that'll get you where you want to go. Number 1 is relationships. Who are your friends? Who are your partnerships? Who you date? I'm sorry, I forget. If I was that...
Are you 9?
I forgot that radio is PG.
You're going to be out of here in a second.
I'm so sorry. It won't happen again.
This is the second time.
If I was a POS...
Good thing I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you. My guy's there?
Yeah.
Thank you. If I was a POS...
So guys, let's keep moving on.
We wouldn't have I would have a different reputation. And then the third thing at the end of the day is the R comes to revenue.
Yeah.
If you're not making money,
you're done.
What are we doing here?
That's right.
So, I balance all 3 of those things. So after 10 years of being in that, I said, all right, great. I've created some relationships. I've got a good reputation. I've made some money, some revenue. All right, what do I want to do next? And that's when I kind of circled back to the nightlife world. And opened up some bars in South Beach. But then I said, let me get into this whole social media space.
So how did you get involved with these guys now? Yes. And where are we at today? Because we want to also talk about your event this weekend.
Exactly. Well, I'll get to that right now. It's, again, the 3 R's, the relationships, the reputation, the revenue. I met this guy, Patrick Bet-David, 2012 at a financial conference.
Okay.
Working out in the gym. Just 2 dudes working out. Definitely not cursing in the gym whatsoever. And we hit it off, and we just followed up, just, kept in touch. Hey, business, what's going on? And then the relationship sort of blossomed. And then in 2016, I saw what he started doing with Valuetainment online on YouTube. I go, oh, hey, there's Pat.
Yeah.
What's he doing? I was like, oh, man, this guy's like 500,000 subs on YouTube. That's pretty cool.
And now the Vault is where you guys do the podcast, right?
No, that is our mega conference. It's the #1 business conference in the world.
Okay.
That we do once a year. It's coming up next week here in West Palm Beach. So what happened was we started Valuetainment. We started PBD Podcast. We started building out basically 2 things. The content strategy game, which is interviews, entrepreneurship. We've done stuff with the late, great Kobe Bryant.
Yes,
we had Tom Brady last year. We had Mike Tyson last year. We do all these massive interviews. We've interviewed politicals, sports. This year coming up, like in a week, we have The Rock.
Yeah, that's awesome.
going to be joining us.
That's going to be great.
Also, Nick Saban is going to be there.
Awesome.
As well as Will Guidara. He runs the #1 restaurant in New York, multiple times running, and also one of the big leading experts in AI. Not to mention PBD, who's worth a lot of money, but also a business strategist.
So if people come to this conference, how long will they hear The Rock speak on or Saban? Because people are asking me about that.
Yeah, of course. So, at least an hour.
Okay.
I mean, because it's going to be a sit-down interview, and he's going to take questions. I mean, all I can do is say, all right, we had Tom Brady last year. I mean, one of the coolest moments of my life was being backstage
with Brady.
And
he was cool.
My dad is from Michigan. He went to Michigan. This guy's better looking in person. And Pat's got 2 boys.
He was playing catch with him, right?
Playing catch. I'm running routes with Tom Brady. What? Unbelievable. So like those moments, I'm back like almost shadow boxing with Mike Tyson. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And these guys are just people. They're just like the Greek, just like Mike Tyson. They put their pants on one leg at a time.
Yes.
But some pants are worth $1 billion. That's fine. Do we have any water? Anyways, so this year we're going to have Nick Saban. He's going to talk about coaching and leadership.
Yeah.
And getting the best out of your players. We're going to talk to The Rock about, hey, how do you reinvent yourself?
Yes, he did.
Rock was a
wrestler,
a football player that turned into a wrestler.
Yep.
That turned into a
megastar,
B-list Hollywood guy that turned into the biggest star in the world.
Yeah.
And, again, relationships, reputation, you think we just started negotiating this with The Rock 6 months ago? It's been 5 years in the making.
Really?
And he saw what we've been doing. He saw what we've been building, and he said, now's the time.
He's got his tequila.
Yeah,
He's The
also
Rock.
has a tequila. That's another thing, is that, there might be some cocktails that we're sipping on. So we'll have a good time.
We're talking to Adam, a good buddy of mine. We've kept in touch over the years.
Yeah.
Our paths have crossed, whether it's in Miami, Vegas, or different areas.
Of course.
You look good, buddy.
Thank
and
you.
I'm happy to come to your event on Friday night. I'm going to try to get over to the conference, obviously, to check out The Rock and Saban.
Of course.
I think it'd be very interesting to see them. You guys do great events again.
Well,
The Brady
we can do this off the air. We got to figure out what we can do with Real Radio and the Greek and come to the event. You're obviously invited. I would love for you to maybe have one of your friends out there that's listening come, maybe
as a guest.
Maybe maybe they win. Maybe there's a chance for a meet and Greek. I don't know. I think the Greek can come up with some ideas, though. I know that.
Yes, we definitely can. We will definitely work on it.
Yes.
And we'll try to do something like that.
What
But
else do we want to cover? Because I know we're limited on time.
No, you got some time. You're
okay,
good.
gotcha.
You're definitely good on time. But I
Thank
wanted
you,
to
bro.
bring you in to promote this. Again, it's a big event in West Palm Beach, which is
Yes.
great. And
There's
when you have
gonna-
somebody like The Rock, one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, unbelievable. And Saban, who is one of the best coaches ever in college football.
Look, I don't know.
Those
how
are
you
the
feel
two names that are going to bring it.
I mean, forget about. I mean, PBD is massive. In the business world.
Yes.
For sure, massive. I mean, I say this all the time, and I'm not being facetious. He's the Michael Jordan of business strategy.
Now, yourself, though, you do a podcast a lot about, dating, though. I see a lot of
Yes.
different things, right? Now, what is that about? Because that's
So,
interesting. A lot of
yeah.
times you got females on,
course.
giving their point of view, which is cool.
So, I co-host the PBD podcast, which is literally a top 10 podcast in the world at this point. Obviously, Rogan is number one. We all know that. And then, Tucker Carlson's up there. People call her daddy's up there, but we're up there. But we're number one in business perpetually. So that's the one that I co-host. That's Pat's show. But I also have my own show called The Saucecast. Because
that's cool.
Sauce. And it's where finance meets romance.
Finance and romance.
Yes.
Dominic, you listening?
You're listening to this, buddy? We can help you out here. Because,
It'll help you out.
what I've noticed is, things not getting political whatsoever, but things are a little confusing these days. What's men's role? What's women's role? What's going on? Who's the breadwinner? Who's the moneymaker? Who's even having the babies these days? Are you Greek? That's not me. I don't even know how that works. So what we do is have genuine conversations between men and women and talk it out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets heated. Sometimes people literally fall in love on the show. And sometimes that you're always going to learn.
Now, who did you have on Friday on your panel? You had a couple ladies. Who were they? What were they about?
So that was...
Now, was that orchestrated or just something that you were going to figure out?
Well, no, it was orchestrated. What we wanted to do, at least what we're going to be doing, and we can go in depth on this, is, since COVID, what I realized was, people yearn to be around other people.
All right, go ahead.
People like when we were not around other people and we weren't have the ability to actually genuinely sit and talk to people.
Yeah.
People sort of freaked out, and then a lot of young people, Gen Z, like our friend in there, he's a young guy. They just rely on social media. They rely on texting. They rely on DMing, and that's not how things get done.
No.
Things get done in real life, talking, handshakes, hugging, speaking,
Relationships.
understanding, seeing what's going on. So a lot of young men are really saying, look, how can I make more money? Like, how can I find my girl? How can I do better? And what I can tell you is this. Whatever the old ways of the past aren't exactly working these days. But there's some valuable lessons of what has always worked historically that will never not work.
I agree. And relationships
looking each
are
other
done.
in the eye, handshake, being a man, being a woman, all that. But
Dominic,
there's new methodology as well.
We're going to take a quick phone call.
Yeah. We have Ronald on the phone.
All right. You want to take it?
Sorry, Ronald actually just hung up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, Ronald. What are we going to do with that guy?
877-927-6969. We're talking to Adam, who needs water desperately. I think he learned something today with radio. You cannot come late. You cannot come and be like, oh, my God, walk into a radio show that's live. Dom, is there any way you could run out to the media room and get him a water, please?
All right. Yep.
Right.
As long as he doesn't curse.
Yeah.
He's so well behaved. I think this is Natalia. Dom, we're good.
Okay. All right.
Guys, breaking news. Sometimes people need a sip of water.
Yeah.
Well,
we would have set that all up if you came on time.
I mean,
877-927.
Media should maybe have a glass of water sitting there for their guests.
You can't walk into a live show when it's going on.
Guys, this is what's going on. We're on the Greek live on ZZR.
Oh, God, you're killing me. So what else do you have going on besides doing all that? And somewhere in the speech you said that you're doing very well financially, which is great.
Yeah. Or am I? Am I just saying that to look cool? No,
I don't know.
Things worked out very well. Why? Because I went from being a jack of all trades in my 20s, being a nightlife club promoter, part-time radio salesman, comedian, wannabe sports agent, all that, to actually having
sports agent. I could see. I can see that.
Of course.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Dabble. And I have very strong relationships with a lot of athletes, as you know, some of my prior stories.
And we had a chance last year to do some podcasts together.
Yes.
Which was interesting. And you jumped in and did a good job. We were talking some NFL.
Dude, listen, there's something called going wide and there's something called going deep. Any topic you throw out there, for the most part, I can weigh in on. But the where you kind of separate yourself from the masses is like a lot of people can go wide. Can you go deep on X, Y, Z, business, politics, finance, relationships, romance? And that's something that I've had to learn with PBD is like, all right, pick your 5 things you want to go deep on. So
at the end of the day, it's always money and relationships. And that's it. That's life.
What's life is.
That's not going to change 50 years from now.
Exactly.
That's what everybody cares about.
It's perpetual.
Every time you talk to somebody, that's the first thing they talk about. What they're doing, in their career, and who they're dating or not dating, or a breakup they went through, or a divorce, something like that. That's all you hear from people. Then the other stuff gets mixed in, obviously. But the main things are, you say, how's the family? Obviously, that's important. Your health.
Kids, how's the family?
Yeah, but then it goes into who you're dating and what's going on in your career, which I think is a big thing. Adam, I think you've done great in your career. Obviously, it's nowhere near done.
No, we're just getting started.
Yeah, you are definitely getting started. But I do check out your podcast sometimes when you guys are doing it. And it's interesting when you're talking with females and different things that they're coming up with. Now, does any of that off the cuff, or is it all, did they know going in what you guys are going to talk about when you're hitting relationships?
We don't. What I've learned is, listen, here's some of the general topics we're going to be discussing. You never know which way a conversations go. How much prep work did we do for this? Hey, I'll see it there at 1. Here's a general, but I'm rolling with the Greek. So some people, and we stand by this, we're not going to tell you what we're going to ask you up front. You're going to vet every single thing. Sure, we'll give you a general idea of what we're going to talk about, but I think people want authenticity, and I think people want real radio. Hello. So I think it's better that way.
Yeah, I think it is better too. If you just shoot from the hip and you rock and roll and do what you got to do.
Greek, I have a question for you.
Yes, I'll try to be as honest as I can be.
Yes, some people, they got a little something going on. Some people got a lot of something going on.
Yes,
and some people got it going on.
Yes,
you got it going on, bro. You've always had it going on.
Yes. Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
Thank
of course.
You. Yeah.
Well, how would you take it any other way?
So where's the question?
How'd you kind of Brooklyn, New York? How we going? But how'd it work out?
I never had anything to do with Brooklyn.
Well, New York. That's
New York.
You're from the city. Where are you from?
Jersey, and then Manhattan for years.
Okay.
Came down here about 2000. Got involved in radio. Was up in radio in New York a little. And it just escalated. That's all. It just went from 1 minute to 5 minutes to 30 minutes to Saturdays to Sunday to sports to Vegas to Miami, and it just kept going.
And you've been doing radio how many years?
I would say 20 now.
20 years.
Real radio, yeah.
Right. I mean, other than the whole Brooklyn, New York thing, everything I said was accurate.
Yes.
From a Miami guy, there's no Brooklyn.
No. I love Miami. I think Miami's great. I always loved it when I used to come down.
But you became a absolute weapon specialist in the radio world. Because not only do you do on air, you've done sales, you've done
I do a lot
content,
of sales.
You've done it all.
But you need the revenue. If you don't have the revenue,
there's that R word again,
you got to bring in the money. I mean, that's what it's all about.
We talk is money.
Anything worth doing is worth doing for money. You can put that in your book.
You tell that to my friend over here. Maybe she'll listen.
Okay, I think she's doing fine. Yeah. She's fine.
If she's filming, she's okay.
It is the Penthouse with a special guest, Adam, in here. Franny had to step out for a little while.
Are we going to talk to Franny at all?
No, I don't think so. Franny's done for the day, I believe.
Must be nice, Franny. 1:30. It's 1:30 somewhere, Franny.
No, she's working. She's working. She's got some other things to do.
Listen, I know Franny. I know 2 Frances in my life.
Okay.
Can I say this?
I don't know. What are you going to say?
I'm gonna. Your girl, Franny, and the mayor of Miami, my dear friend Francis Suarez.
Oh,
my
really?
guy.
Oh, wow.
My guy. He sends his best.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So if you ever, listen, I know you guys are doing your thing in Palm Beach out here. I'm not. I
was just in Miami for 4th of July.
You're allowed. You can come through right through the 954. Come down to 305.
I'm down there a lot.
But Mayor Francis Suarez is an absolute treasure down in Miami, and he says hello.
Well, no doubt about it. I love Miami. I love the nightlife. I love the restaurants down there. I was just there 4th of July. We had a great time. So it is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We're going to come back with Adam and talk about actually the event, what's going on with tickets, and we'll have so much more in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
When C-Lane said aneurysm, I've seen a couple of videos
of people having aneurysms.
Yeah. There was one where I'll try to see if I can find this. He was just like walking into the lobby of a building.
Click favorites.
Mm-hmm.
The news junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, and $1,000.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Wednesday afternoon drive looks good on our Palm Beach expressways. We're not seeing a whole lot to slow you down. 95 in the Turnpike up to speed. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Whether you're hanging by the pool, playing some golf, or just kicking it in South Florida, you want to make every occasion a party? Well, it's Tito's Handmade Vodka. Make sure that's on your party's list. When you have Tito's, it's a good night that turns into a great night. Tito's Handmade Vodka helps any party become a great party. Pick up a bottle today of Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Dial up your health like the 90s with $90 marijuana cards during MMJ Health's Meltdown Madness. Like Dad's trusty dial-up, our service is reliable and gets the job done. No buffering, just blazing fast wellness. Visit mmjhealth.com/Real Radio. Again, that's mmjhealth.com/Real Radio.
Hi, this is Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. Our purpose for our clients is to provide legal power. Our mission for our clients is to obtain huge results. Our lawyers have been listed in the best lawyers in America and in super lawyers. Our lawyers have conducted dozens of jury trials at the courthouses in Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. Our legal team is also actively involved in the communities that we proudly share with you and your families. Although our law firm litigates matters anywhere in Florida, our roots are deepest here with you in the numerous cities and towns of Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
Is there a sticker on your garage door? If something goes wrong and you need an expert to solve your problem, are you just going to call that number because the sticker told you to? I mean, isn't that something your husband would do? Better call these guys, honey. The sticker said so. Can't violate the International Sticker Code now, can I? What kind of self-respecting man in a house surrenders his independence to a ratty old scrap of paper with glue on the back? Of course, if you find a Mo Better garage sticker on it, you might want to listen to your husband just this once. Because all garage door stickers are not created equal. No matter who installed your garage door, you can call us to repair it. Our technicians are expertly trained on the widest range of equipment with the experience to solve any problem. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. After we fix it, we'll put our sticker on it, so your husband has someone to call.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's and Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes. Yeah.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 in my garage after I overpaid for new blinds. I researched the industry, hired my mom, and 14 years later, we're one of the largest retailers of custom blinds in the U.S. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a hot one for us as we go through our Wednesday. Temperature near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100, though, when you factor in that humidity. Now, some scattered thunderstorms are going to continue to move through the area. Pushing further inland, though, closer to the evening hours. And overnight, there could be a few coastal showers with a little morning rain to start your Thursday. Back near 90 again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Saucy Nugs. A whole new way to nug. The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new Saucy Nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's. A participating U.S. Wendy's.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We have officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now, it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Great Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse back on the radio on 92.1. Thanks for always tuning in. I am the Greek. Dominic's in the house. Jimmy's on vacation.
What's up, Greek?
Francis is out. She'll be back with us tomorrow. And we have a special guest in studio to speak about a big event locally with The Rock going to be there and Coach Saban. Adam, good afternoon. How are you today?
Greek in the house. Thank you for having me again.
No problem. Let everybody know how they can get in touch with you if they want to get involved with you on social media and maybe check out one of your shows.
Listen, number one thing is just call the Greek. He's got all my info. Number two.
Don't call me. I'm not doing that.
Our company is called Valuetainment. We're doing a massive event here next week, September 4th through 7th in West Palm Beach at the Palm Beach Convention Center.
Which is awesome.
The event called The Vault. It's the #1 business conference in the world put on by Patrick Bet-David. And we're having a massive guest. You might have heard of him. His name is The Rock, as well as coach, legendary coach, Nick Saban, as well as a whole cast of characters. 5,000 plus people are going to be there. Entrepreneurs, CEOs, C-suites, executives, salespeople, startups. Hey, I'm just trying to get better with money, get better with finance, looking for investors, all that, and then some business strategy beyond going on right here in your backyard in West Palm Beach.
It's going to be great. Now, let me ask you, are you staying up here next week? You are?
I will be here.
Okay, so maybe we'll try to get dinner one night.
Not only will we have dinner, I think we're going to figure something out with Real Radio and iHeart because we're going to be here all week. Cool. I think look, I don't want to make any promises, but hey, there's The Rock. He's coming in right now. No, we're gonna do something, Creed.
Now I know why stand-up comedy didn't work for you. I just figured that out.
Listen, I figured that out years ago. That's why I got into the money business.
You do look good, though. So this event is, how many of these you do a year? One or two?
So we do multiple events all year, but this is our Super Bowl every year.
This is it.
This is called The Vault. We do other events.
Now, last year you guys had it in Hallandale, right?
Last year we were at the Diplomat in Hollywood.
Beautiful.
Amazing hotel.
That is
awesome
a gorgeous
space.
property.
We had
It's
Tom
right by
Brady
Gulfstream
there.
Park.
Yeah, right by Gulfstream. You know it. Yeah.
Cheetah.
So, hey, I don't know about that. We had Tom Brady last year. We had Mike Tyson. Every year we've got some awesome people. You know, what I say is this. There's the steak and then there's the sizzle in any business, in any restaurant. The steak, in reality, is you go to this conference and you learn, you improve, you strategize, you figure out how to get better in business and outlast your competition. And every year, you know how something's good? They keep coming back over and over and over again. Hey, why do you go to this restaurant? Oh, I go every week. I love it here. That's a stake. It's business, it's strategy, it's finance, it's all that. But the sizzle is, we're valuetainment. We're going to give you value, but we also want to entertain you.
Of course, you got to entertain people if you can.
Who's more entertaining these days than the freaking Rock?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You smell what The Rock is cooking. So
you said it took 5 years to do this, to get him around?
Well, we've been speaking with him for a while. Okay. Is the point, is that we were talking about, the value of relationships. It's not like we picked up the phone and said, hey, Rock, we're going to pay you X, come through. He doesn't need the money.
No.
So it's, working on things and just understanding the value of relationships and bringing value each way.
So for anybody who's in business and they're going to go to this, obviously, your event, the main things they get out of it is just obviously these guys speaking about different things and their life experiences. Because I saw the whole Brady interview talking about Brady was talking about when he was in college and how he's like 5th on the chart and stuff like that, and how when he was growing up, how in high school and different things, and even when he got to the Patriots. And it's good stories like that because a lot of times when people see anybody who's very successful, they think it just happens.
Oh God!
Because you see them at the end. That's when you notice people when they are famous or they've made it. And you're like, okay, you're watching the U.S. Open right now. All these guys are playing, and you're watching them. But they've practiced for hours and years. Same thing with Olympics. People in Olympics. So people don't realize how much hard work goes behind it. And obviously, as people and fans who watch and support it, we see the end result. But there are so many steps to getting to any level, especially with you guys with finance and money.
Well, look, it's the iceberg effect. You ever seen that picture of the entire iceberg, but only 10% of it is above the water? That's the 10% that you see. The 90% that you never see, shout out to the Titanic, it's the hard work, it's the sleepless nights, it's the fighting, it's the going out of the business, it's, oh my God, I'm broke, I'm fighting with my wife, that's what's going on, my business partner, but then boom, 10 years later, you have success. You make it to the U.S. Open. You win a Super Bowl. You sell your company. You become a multimillionaire. Yeah, but they don't see Elon Musk sleeping on the floor of Tesla for a decade. Now he's the richest man in the world. They just want to look at the final results and see you at the finish line. But listen, how'd this race start? We all start somewhere.
That's right. Let me ask you, favorite restaurant in Miami right now? Top 3.
Oh, my God. Well, I have to tell you, the number one restaurant bar in all of South Florida is Bodega.
Okay.
Bodega Taqueria. It's the best if you want awesome food, awesome vibes, awesome tequila, awesome drinks. It's Bodega without question.
What is your favorite tequila? The Rocks or a different one?
I have a tequila. It's a special brand. It's called Don Londres. My favorite tequila is Don Londres. Why is my favorite tequila in the world Don Londres?
Let me ask you,
that is owned by Dre London, who was the manager of Post Malone. He started a tequila. It's incredible. Now, yes, The Rock will be there. He does have his tequila. I will share a sip. I've never had it. The Rock and I are going to have a little tequila. We'll talk about that. But if you're asking me, put him on the spot, Greek, I'm going to be real with you. Don Londres with Dre London and my friend Danny Goris. They started this brand. It's amazing. You know how tequila is good? You know how tequila is good? You don't need to put it on the rocks, or you don't need to put a mixer in it whatsoever. Well, the rocks for sure. Mm-hmm. But no mixer, ooh, that's good. But I'm not drinking that much these days, but when I do, it's Don Londres.
Oh, God, you got to throw in that? You can't just leave it the way it is? Now I know why you got out of comedy. There's no doubt about it. Stay with the finance.
That's not even comedy. That is real, and that is also, it's as real radio, but, you know, the value to my friends.
All right, so you gave us one restaurant. What are a couple other restaurants that you like in Miami?
Okay.
Well, off the top of your head. Don't go crazy.
Listen, shout out to Groot Hospitality.
And I don't want these all being your sponsors.
No, they're not my sponsors whatsoever.
That's like Greek. That's something Greek would do.
They're not sponsoring me whatsoever.
We got one Greek here. We don't need another one.
They're not sponsoring. But, you know, listen, if you've ever been to Miami, you've heard of a company called Groot Hospitality. Dave Grutman, buddy, but a lot of his cohorts, whether it's Purple, whether it's Chris Cuomo, they have some amazing restaurants, whether it's Gecko, whether it's Komodo, whether it's Swan. They've got an amazing conglomerate of restaurants. It's awesome.
How about Pink? You ever go there for breakfast?
Well, the Big Pink?
Yeah.
Well, listen, that's Miles Chaffetz right there, who's the owner of Prime 112.
Of course.
Put a little respect on Pink. It's Big Pink.
Yeah.
Not just Pink. There's Pink Taco. That's a different situation going on in Miami. It's a Mexican restaurant. But, yeah, there's people that are connected that are awesome entrepreneurs, that are awesome restaurateurs.
But I'm asking you, when I go out, for me, it's New York Prime. I've been going there for years. Favorite restaurant.
Well, you're from New York, so I get it.
Well, yeah, but there's no connection.
A little bit of a connection.
No, just the name, but that's it. There's no connection.
Tell me about New York Prime. Why is that?
It's just a great place. The food's excellent. I love the steak. Good friends with them for years. Got married there.
Wow.
Just a great place. Really is. A lot of times with my friends there. Did a podcast there for 6 years.
I know. We did a podcast in the Cigar Lounge. We met for dinner. I want to think of New York Prime as well.
Yeah. And so that's my favorite.
You speak very highly of them on and off camera. I'll sell that.
It's a great place.
Yes.
No doubt about it. One of my favorite spots, no doubt about it. In the country, not just down here.
How many locations they have down here?
They just have one.
Where is it?
It's in Boca.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in
Miami. I'm in Miami. What do you want me to do?
I'm telling you.
Hey, we're going for dinner. Where are we going tonight? We're driving 45 minutes north. Maybe I will.
Now, what is your favorite hotel in Miami?
Ooh. Favorite hotel. Well, listen, I don't know if you noticed. When's the last time you went down on Collins Avenue? All the greatest hotels that have been legacy hotels for years, the Delano, the Shore Club, the Raleigh, they're all under construction.
Yeah.
And they're trying to build, and I have friends that are helping to build this, the American Riviera.
Yeah.
So if you had to put me on the spot, my favorite hotel would be all the hotels that Men in Hospitality runs, which was the Gale. And they have an amazing bar there called Medium Cool, but then also the Mondrian, which is on the Bay. A lot of people, I don't know if you know this, Greek, they wake up a little late in Miami. They had a rough night, whatever. So by the time they get to the beach, the sun's already gone, so you got to go to the Bay side, right?
I stayed at the Mondrian many times.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, beautiful place.
Really?
Yes, I know one of the owners there, and he always took care of me.
Because I told him to. I said, Greek's coming to tell us coming. We made him laugh, guys. We're back on the comedy game.
Oh, my God.
Dominic, how you feeling over there, bro?
Ready to go home.
He's out. He's not. No, Mondrian is beautiful. One of the nicest holes down there. Fountain Blue, obviously, is okay.
Fountain Blue, of course.
Yeah, it's nice. Eden is okay.
Eden Rock.
Yeah, that's a nice place, too. There's so many down there.
The Eden Rock, I want to say, is now the Nobu Hotel. I could be wrong. I don't know. But that's the
Satai. What is this?
The Satai?
Yeah.
Well, now you're just flaunting your money at this point. If you know the Satai, what's going
beautiful.
on here? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's a great hotel.
Of course.
We were just down there, had a great time.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. I loved their pool area. It's a great hotel, and it's very secluded. Like you could drive right past it. And we did.
And they want you to.
Unless
you got $1 billion, just keep driving.
A lot of ball players were there the weekend I was there.
I go to the Soho House quite often.
Yeah.
That's cool. You ever been there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What other places do you really enjoy to go down there and hang out with your friends that, people might not really know West Palm or up in this area down here? What are places that you think, hey, this is a cool spot?
Look,
do you get a lot of sporting events and concerts or not really?
I go to a lot of Heat games.
Okay.
I go to a lot of Heat games. I have friends that play on the Heat and do all that. And I love the Heat. I wish that I still loved the Canes like I did back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the Canes. They're playing the Gators this week.
Playing Come on, you got to beat the Gators, guys. Come on.
It's going to be a big game. We're the home of the Gators, by the way.
It's what?
We carry the Gators on Real Radio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Well, that's all right. I really don't care what you think.
But,
we go what pays the bills.
Yeah, I look, there's a guy, a famous philosopher named Hootie and the Blowfish.
Okay.
Him?
Oh, he's a philosopher now.
He's what?
He's a philosopher now, too?
No, he's incredible because he changed my life. He said back in the early 90s, sometimes the Dolphins make you cry.
Yeah.
And I listened to that and I said, you know what? He's absolutely right. I'm off the ship. Been the best thing for my body, mind, and spirit in 20 years, not day in, day out rooting for the Dolphins because they'll make you cry. But if you did that, you took that energy and went to the Heat, you'd have 3 championships and a lot of fun.
When was the last time you've been in Vegas?
Ooh, Vegas. I was supposed to be there 2 weeks ago for a massive event that we also do there every year that Patrick puts on. So I didn't go this year, so it would have been a year ago. I do enjoy Vegas. In and out, though.
Where do you like to stay out there?
The event that we put on there, this year we did the event. Ludacris was there.
Oh, cool.
We interviewed Shaq there. We've interviewed Khabib, the wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
We've done, Nicky Jams. When we do these big events, we do it at the MGM. So that's where we've done it. But I've stayed at the Aria. I've stayed at...
the Wynn's the best.
The Wynn? Yeah, well, Steve Wynn. I mean, he probably calls Steve Wynn, texting Wynn, and just hooks you right up. I get it.
We're talking to Adam. Adam, give everybody your information, how they get involved with you and listen to your podcast, obviously, and talk about the event before we wrap up this show today.
Of course. So if you're a website person, you can go to vt.com. I believe we have the link. If you're interested in coming to the event, we have that. You have the ability to put that out there in your world.
Yes.
Dominic.
Oh, you want me to do it? Greek's looking at me.
Dominic's ready to go home at 1:30. What's going on right here?
Dominic's out already.
Yes.
He's out.
Checked out.
Checking out.
As soon as we lost Franny, he was like, I'm done.
Unbelievable. Dominic.
She's done. I'm done.
It's called hospitality. Dominic's killing it. If you want to listen to our podcast, you can go on any of your favorite social media, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and you can put in Valuetainment. We're there. Also, the PBD podcast or Saucecast. There's multiple different shows that we do there. But the big event that we're doing in West Palm next week, September 4th through 7th, you'll probably be hearing more about it here on Real Radio ZZR, is The Vault.
Mm-hmm.
And thevaultconference.com. We're going to send you a link. Dominic, if he's not too busy, we'll put the link in the description of whatever you're doing over there. And come check it out. We're gonna. We would love to have all our friends in West Palm show up. Last year we did it in Hollywood, the Diplomat. This year it's at the Palm Beach Convention Center. Patrick Bet-David, The Rock, Nick Saban, and me, Adam Stosik, and even the Greek.
I will stop by. I will definitely stop by.
Taking pictures.
Yeah, I will stop by and check it out, and look forward to seeing it. Always great to see you. We've had a friendship for 20 years, and I'm very proud of you, what you've done.
Thank you.
And what you've accomplished.
Listen, we all, I mean this sincerely, stand on the shoulders of giants. I remember being a rookie here. I was working with the team here. And they said, this is how you sell radio. This is what's going on. They gave me some big
book.
Yeah, some big book, 20 pages. Go out to this bar, club, whatever. Yeah, sell them. Yeah. Greek goes, I got 1 page. It's the rate page.
That's it. You sell yourself.
You think I need
you're a brand every day.
A PowerPoint to sell what's going on? Here's the rate page. You want bronze, silver, or gold, baby. But and then boom. I said, wow, Greek, this guy's got it going on. It's just personality, it's relationships. And look at him now. So I love
sell
you, bro.
yourself
Thank you.
every day. You're a brand. You have to realize that you sell to your friends. You should know this. Obviously, you know this too. You sell to people you're around, and either they're buying or they're not buying.
They're buying or selling.
And if you're promoting your brand, in which you do a great job, that's how expands. It gets bigger, and then you get around other people, and you know what? One door leads to the other. I did like what you said earlier, because a lot of people don't believe in that anymore. Relationships.
Yes.
Relationships are the biggest thing, and I always tell people who ask me younger,
Yep.
how did this happen? Years ago, I got in radio with Joe Hollander, who ran CBS and was head of WFAN.
It's a big name.
Yeah, and somebody that I just bumped into, started talking to at a restaurant one day, came into a business, and the next thing you know, it's Segway. You never know.
You know what? One more thing. No matter what business you're in the people business.
You're right.
That's it.
You do.
And
you got to respect people and also remember them. And that's what it's all about. And like I said, our friendship for 20 years, that's a long time to have a friendship for 20 years. We were both at our mutual friend, T-Mac's wedding.
Yes. I've been in 2 weddings. And
one Chris Humphreys.
Yes, one wedding.
that went down.
I 2 of my best friends, I thought one of my best friends, can I tell the story real quick? We got a minute?
Yeah, go.
Was the guy, Chris Humphreys, that married Kim Kardashian.
But you did give them good reviews. You said they were nice.
I was a groomsman in the wedding. I saw this firsthand. There I am walking Chloe down the aisle. I'll save you the whole show. I've seen all these guys.
Yeah.
And that wedding the marriage ended in 72 days.
Did you think?
And then our mutual best friend got married. It didn't even beat Kim Kardashian. That lasted like 72 minutes.
Well, it's so funny. He told me in the bathroom when he got married, he goes, I'm out in 2 weeks. So what I did was I took money out of the envelope. I said, if you're getting out in 2 weeks.
Listen, I beat you to the punch. I knew this thing wasn't happening because he told me a couple days prior. I didn't give him a gift.
I was like,
I'm
that's
out,
it.
bro.
No, but you did give the Kardashians. You said they were pretty cool.
Me and Kim were actually buddies, like friends. Me and Courtney got into a little heat a little bit because I used to go out with Scott Disick in Miami.
Uh-huh.
Wow, what are you doing? Where are you taking him out? Listen, he's his own man. Listen, he's got to go to rehab. You think I'm going with him or he's going with me? So,
Adam, great to see you. Great
Greg.
success. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll talk about this more next week. It is the Greek. No Greek zone today. Yesterday I got a manicure. Today I got to get a pedicure. But we're back tomorrow and full flight, getting ready for college football this weekend. We'll give you some picks. You guys have a great afternoon. Appreciate it all the time. Again, Adam, thank you for your time. Much success. Dominic, great job as always. Thanks for your help for filling in for Jimmy.
No problem.
Francis will be back tomorrow with us. Tonight we're doing a big charity event at the Beer Garden in Boca. If you guys want to stop by, I'd love to see you. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Remember, love yourself more than you love anybody else because you will never let you down. Peace.
Ooh,
Live without a net. Suck it, podcasts. Unless you're our podcast. That can get fixed in post, right? Real Radio 92.